what I do. This is what I do, bro.
I'm waiting for my turn.
I do this, bro. I do this.
Hey, dog,
Stop
I'm
playing with me, bro. I just cut you. Both of them older than me. I just cut them, bro. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy CMartyFit, and we back here with another episode on the Less Brunches, More Crunches podcast. As y'all know, I'm here in the studio, so that means I got guests on the show. But before I introduce my spectacular guest, we're going to do one quick announcement. If you're not trying to unbig that back, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast. If you have no intention on getting in shape, better in your life, physical health, mental health, don't watch the podcast. So with all that being said, let me introduce my guest. First off, got my dog, Tunji. Welcome back to the podcast, big dog. What's really good with you?
What's going on, y'all? And C-Marty, first and foremost, I appreciate you for having us back on. Always a pleasure to be on the podcast, empowering people, and preaching good advice, good energy. But if you guys want to find me or check me out, I'm on the Instagram, Sweat for the Check. And I'm on YouTube, Sweat Check, one word. You guys can find me there. Let's tap in.
My boy, Big Dog Ray. How you doing, man? You dropped the kids off. What's up? You ready for the podcast? Or what, man? What's good?
Drop the kids off, ready to rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in the building.
Yeah.
They already know where to find me at. Ray all day, 24/7. IFBB Pro.
Absolutely.
Also Ackland Fitness. That's it.
And my special guest for today, got my guy Dawson, aka The Saint Life on Instagram. What's going on with you, big dog?
Welcome.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my thoughts today.
Yeah. So real quick before we start the podcast, Dawson is a personal trainer and a boxing coach. Mostly known for his boxing, but pretty lit, man. He's trained a whole bunch of people, and happy to have your insight on the podcast, bro. So with all that being said, let's get into this episode, big dog. First topic of the day, man. I posted a post a couple weeks ago, man. Long story short, ex-NBA player got out of shape. Raymond Felton, he got out of shape. He was at a Knicks alumni game, played for the New York Knicks. And, people were clowning him for being out of shape. I wasn't necessarily clowning the guy, but I'm like, with access to all those resources and the amount of money you have, I don't understand how he got out of shape. And that led to a whole bunch of big back men in my comments talking crazy to me, saying anything to me. So what I'm going to do is we got a couple fit guys on the podcast. We're going to watch the post real quick, and then we're going to go through the comments. So, Big Rob, you got that clip ready for us? These big back ass, man, it's crazy.
Wow. The big back is wild.
Nah, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. So we're going to watch the post first, Rob.
What Raymond Felton looks like right now. For reference,
I'm never going to understand how you could play sports at the highest level and let yourself go like this. Like when I stopped hooping, I ain't even feel right when I ain't have practice every day, mandatory workouts. I seen my body change. I'm like, bro, I got to do something. And then when you in the NBA, you at the highest level. You got the best trainers. You still got them contacts. Like, I'm just never going to understand that. And the thing I don't understand about former athletes is you pushed your body to a physical peak where you can withstand physical pain. Like, you know what it's like to be sore. You know what it's like to be tired. You know what it's like to push through. The average big back that never plays sports don't understand that. So for you to be a former athlete at the highest level, I'm never going to understand how you just become a big back like that.
I see nothing wrong with that post, bro. I'm just simply speaking facts. All right. So we're gonna Rob, whenever you're ready, we're gonna go back. Actually, fellas, if y'all want to give some insight, anything before we go through the comments, and y'all want to add anything?
I want to know what Ray think about it first.
Okay.
Oh, Ray about to go in.
Yeah.
Pop it off, Ray.
Yeah, for sure. So, for me personally, you know what I'm saying? I agree with everything you're saying, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a top athlete, you know what I'm saying? It should come second nature for you to, want to be in shape. You know what I mean? Like the minute that you start to feel you not being able to fit into your favorite pair of jeans, it should be an issue off the break. You're like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me call up somebody, let me start running some pickup games. That should be the first thought. But for you to go up 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes in jeans, that's not going to work, bro. So I don't respect that. On the other hand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, watching sports and being in the sports, you know, all my life, you know what I'm saying? I've watched a lot of athletes, man. Once they retire and they stop playing, man, they blow up. You know, Charles Barkley, Shaq, Allen Iverson. We talking about legends of the game who just big boys now. You know what I'm
You
saying?
see a lot of them getting back in shape though.
Shaq got abs.
Huh?
Shaq got abs.
Not, well, he's back in shape. I don't know abs.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley lost a little bit of weight too.
But I guess like the point I was you know what I'm saying, trying to make was just the fact that, like, you know, when you're someone like Shaq, you're someone like AI or CB, right? You know, being in shape for 20 straight years, playing ball for 20 straight years, and having to make a weight quota for 20 straight years, and not being able to really enjoy yourself and have fun, you know, there comes a time where you're like, damn, finally, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on a team. I can really enjoy myself. That's where they let themselves go. So I understand that part, right? But still, to, you know, I feel like if you're an athlete, there still comes times where you want to maybe be a commentator or still be a part of the sport. And for them to say that you were once a pro athlete and you show up and they like, hey, Roman Felton, he was a player for this particular team, and you show up and you look like that, they're like, what team did you play for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my input on it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got anything, fellas?
Yeah, man. So being a former D1 athlete, you know, playing D1 football, I just feel like it's unacceptable. Now, granted, obviously, you know, he's enjoying his life and he's, you know, enjoying the fruits of his labor. But nevertheless, though, just like you mentioned, CMarty, if you have access to all those resources, you have all that money, you know what it feels like to push through the pain. You know what it feels like to maintain a certain level of physique or a certain body shape. I just feel like it's just unacceptable to let yourself go like that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have a six-pack, be a bodybuilder, you know, be the hottest thing on the block. I'm not saying that, but nevertheless, though, you should keep your body up to par, or at least respect yourself enough to keep some sort of physique, right? Now, obviously, we know that you're done playing ball, and, you know, that's fine and all, but don't let yourself just go completely like you just don't care anymore, because it's like now people are looking at you with a lack of respect, you know.
Absolutely.
To some regard, people are looking at you like, man, did you really play professional ball? Now you look crazy.
Exactly.
And a lot of folks will try to justify that, well, I did this for so long, I played professional sports for so long, now I don't got to do anything, or like I can let myself go and just being as though I played professional ball, or I played at a high level for so long. That's my justification for looking like shit currently.
And I feel like that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like you're saying, I played ball, I did this, I was in shape. You know what I mean? But like when you talking like that, like that's past tense.
It's in hindsight.
Yeah, it's like
she's over with.
Like you did that, but right now you look like that. So like, what are you saying to me?
And this is my thing. Like, put that scenario in any other scenario. Like, let's say you're married. Oh, I was a good husband, but I'm not no more. Like, that would sound crazy. I was a good dad, but I'm not anymore. That sounds crazy.
Sounds ridiculous.
Oh, I've had a house, I had a great job, but now I'm homeless. It sounds crazy if you put it into any other sector. So I feel like people, men especially, we need that same approach with fitness.
Absolutely. And I feel like as an athlete, if you were an athlete, Roman Felton, I do remember him being a solid point guard.
He
right?
played 14 years.
Yeah, no, he was solid. He was solid.
Very solid.
Yeah, he could hold down a team, definitely lead your team or whatever the case may be. But I feel like you being who you are, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop once the career stops. You know what I'm saying? Once you're not on the team. If because every athlete, like where they go after playing ball is normally like commentating or, you know, public speaking events, things of that nature.
Sure.
So when that's the case, right, you can't show up 20, 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
You will want to look your best.
Yes, correct. Because it's like when people start speaking over your accolades, like you just said, however many years you said he played, you're like, man, you're expecting some fit 6 foot plus dude to come through the door, and you're like, that looks like someone's dad. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like that's not acceptable. You know,
Dawson, you got any input on that?
I feel like all that is good points, but like if you meet a goal already, some people after they finish a specific type of goal, they don't have nothing else past
For
that.
sure.
So it's like if you played ball for 14 years, you have all these accolades, you had all that pressure on you for so many years. It's like once that's done, if you don't actively search for another goal, another thing to reach, you get stagnant. Most men are really good at delegating responsibility and discipline to themselves. So when you don't no longer have a goal to obtain, or if you've been, you don't know what kind of ball player he was. A coach might have been the one pushing him through high school. Coach might have been the one pushing him through college. Now he gets outside of the league now, and there's no one pushing him or can tell him what to do because he did it in a high level for so long.
That's a great point.
Great point.
But me, specifically training Jim Jackson. If you don't know who Jim Jackson is, y'all go ahead and look him up on Google. When I was in LA, spending every day with this man, seeing this man, he played 15 years in the NBA, and seeing his grind towards his fitness, seeing his grind towards his business, his sports commentating, his whatever else he's involved in. I don't want to put his business out there, but just seeing that after somebody who played 15 years and he's still hungry, he's still working, that was super inspiring to me. And Jim is 53, you know what I'm saying? So like he's older than Raymond Felton and doing way more than Raymond Felton. So it was just hard for me to believe being exposed to that every day, just to put a little context to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like it can happen, you know what I'm saying? It's tough that it had to happen to Ray, but you know what I'm saying? I think we all can agree that it's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? So
especially from the point guard position, you being the slimmer guy on the court, a smaller guy on the court.
Technically, he was always a little stocky.
Yeah, a little bit of pudge, but nevertheless, though, to allow yourself to go to the point where it looked like you was one of those people showing up to the cookout who never worked out before a day in your life. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like Raymond Felton, have some respect for yourself. Much respect to you, but come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like we got to do better.
Absolutely. Big Rob, let's go through these comments, man.
I always think though too.
Go ahead, Dawson.
Who disciplines you? Like you have to figure out what is your discipline. Are you self-disciplined, or are you an outside source to your discipline?
Absolutely.
Are you listening to motivational speeches to be disciplined? Is there a coach that needs to discipline you? Who is it?
Or is it already embedded?
So for me, I speak on my discipline. So my discipline comes from it's like I have like this big picture in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like when I eat food, it is a particular way that I want to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's a particular way that I want to look. You know what I'm saying? So my discipline comes from the way I look and feel. That's my discipline. That's what keeps me in line, Dawson.
I can second that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when I eat,
I vouch.
Like people be like, why you don't like sweets like I like sweets? I'm like, that shit, it tastes good on my palate, but when it hits my stomach, I don't have the same feeling that I have when I'm eating quality shit. I don't like that feeling, Dawson. I don't like that feeling at all. I don't like that feeling at all, bro. So I'll be like, nah. And then it's just like, being able to just the first time that I locked in and went through a bodybuilding competition and I ate the way I was supposed to eat for a long period of time and looked at the way my body looked, I was like, I ain't going back.
Can't go back. Can't go back.
So I figured out how to fucking season the bland shit. You know what I'm saying? I bust out the curry, Dawson. I bust out the Cajun, all that shit to make the bland tilapia and chicken breast taste good.
Let's check out these comments.
You
good, bro. We got a lot to talk about, bro. That's funny. So the first comment right here. So either way, you're gonna die no matter what you do. Live healthy or bad, your time is going to come. So what's the big deal? Okay, bench warmer. First, they kept calling me a bench warmer because I didn't make it to the NBA. And long story short, somebody looked up my college stats. That's another story for another day. But boom, big back man. Let's keep it going. Simple. He worked out and ate properly because he had to. Now he doesn't. Big back man. Yeah, but it's Raymond Felton, so I kind of expected it. I don't know what that means. Man was eating good. He was. Have you played any pro sport? What does that have to do with anything I said in the post? So instead of people arguing my point and disagreeing with me with some facts or disagreeing with me with some legit points, they sit here and say, did I play any pro sport? Then you see, I said I played D1 ball. Have you? That doesn't negate anything I said. Plenty ex-pros keep themselves together. That started another argument.
You can't
40 hits people hard.
You can't win on social media.
Correct.
You said, and y'all can give y'all input as we go through these comments,
I
but
said, you can't win on social media.
yeah, that's what I'm
I-
saying, bro.
I agree with that. Like, bro, like,
Yeah.
listen. So, some folks do not have a lot going on in their lives, right? So when you give them an opportunity to voice their opinion, to feel special, they're gonna voice their opinion. If you respond, you made their fucking day, bro. So
Well-
with that being said, it's like, yeah, like this is a sport to some niggas, bro.
Yeah.
So it's not to be taken serious at all.
Well, in my defense, if the algorithm didn't work with comments, I would never respond to any of these big back ass men. But it just pushes my post even more when I get in a little argument. But from everything we've looked at, this has pretty much been men. Big back ass men, particularly black men, our fat ass race. But let's keep it going. 40 hits people hard. So 40 means you just got to fall off and get fat. I don't know. Maybe. Ray, you tell us. You over 40.
Yeah.
Because
I like 40.
Yeah, because it was their job. They don't want to feel like they are still at work. And I think that was a misconception because we're not trying to make people feel like they still a pro. You know what I'm saying? Just 4 times a week for 1 hour, 4 hours a week.
It's not hard. And while you were playing professional sports, I'm pretty sure it was a lot more rigorous than that.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people in the comments trying to justify and make excuses for why this, why that. But a lot of these folks have never played any type of sports, period. And this is their outlet. This is their sport. Writing comments. That's their physical activity, is talking shit in the comments.
So what I would say is I do see a comment that I respect. You know what I'm saying? I would say that. I see the one down here that says, I feel you, which he means like he understands exactly what you're saying, but you don't know what he's going through. Bro will be fine. So the reason why I respect that comment is because of the fact that I feel like sometimes we don't know what people are going through, and it's something that needs to be respected because homeboy showed up to whatever that event was, but he could be depressed. And he could be emotionally eaten. I'm not going to say that what you're saying is wrong or anything like that, but like for me, I always like to look at both sides, bro.
Holistically,
well,
right?
we are going to talk about depression. That's the next topic. But I'm glad you said that. Hold that thought. We're going to go through these comments because I got my views on depression. Yeah. I'm sure Tune got his and Dawson got his as well. We almost done with these comments, but there was one I wanted to point out. Oh, the one that says he might be on some type of medicine. We see people get fat our whole lives. We see people get fat and gain weight. Why is it that they got to be on some medicine? Why can't it just be like my man was lazy and just like it's always an excuse for people to get fat? I don't think people understand. Huh?
Could they say because
that's what they say? He might be on some type of medicine. G hand right there. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure because I do know they're different like health conditions. There you go.
You said
exactly.
You said
thyroid. Yeah, it's different. It's different things that could. You know what? We're not making excuses for homeboy, but we just making sure that we're making sure that we're thorough. You know what I mean?
All right, we're gonna score a little bit more, Rob, than we offer this.
Hold on, this thyroid.
Go ahead.
If you stayed in shape for a long period of time and you completely dehydrated or you're not eating right or whatever case might be, or depending if he was starving himself or not eating the right nutrients. You know, there's 3 type of body types: ecto, meso, and meso. So if you are eto and you eating the wrong diet plan for yourself, you could catch any.
Absolutely.
Thyroid, that's the number one way you could catch that.
Absolutely, man. So, man, he's a millionaire. He been working hooping since a kid. He took a break. Shut up. What if he has an ailment that's causing him to gain weight? Shut up. Oh my God. Withstanding and having permanent pain. Oh, man, listen.
Did he ball on that in the game?
Did he what?
Did he ball?
Like, was he good?
Was he playing?
Hell yeah.
Was he
fairly decent.
No. Did he show up? Did he show up to play, or was he?
He showed up to play in the game.
Was he playing good?
Raymond Felton get to the cup.
Well, he can get to these red cups. The
picnic joints.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think we good, Rob. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, we good. Anybody want to add anything to these comments before we keep this thing going, man?
We can keep pushing.
All right, so seasonal depression actually wasn't next, but since we here, we were going to talk about depression. And I have my views on depression, and I've been depressed, numerous times from high school, college, to me being 30 years old now, and I never got out of shape. I never stopped moving my body, and I always got through my shit. And actually, moving my body has helped me through it. So when people say that depression is a reason why somebody got fat or let themselves go, I disagree, because what has helped me is continuing to move, continuing to release endorphins, continuing to release that dopamine, continuing to do something that's going to make my mental health better. So I'm sorry, I don't think that's a valid excuse.
I would say I feel like I'm not gonna say it's a valid excuse, but as a personal trainer and somebody that's been training for a while, man, emotional eating, bro,
Is a thing.
that shit is super real.
Fellas, I don't believe in that shit. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but that's
hey,
Tune. That's why we on the podcast.
Facts.
So we can.
I'm not with none of that
Facts,
shit,
facts.
bro. I'm not with none of that, bro.
So we can talk it out.
Absolutely.
I would say.
Hold on, Dawson. What you think about it before you go, Ray? I'm gonna let you go, Ray.
I wouldn't say just emotional eating, but it's like you said, when you go through pain or depression, you ran to the weights. That's pain on top of pain. Not everybody can run with the pain.
I disagree.
Pain that's in the inside is hard for you to feel pain that's
bro,
on the outside.
There's literally that the reason I disagree, and Ray, keep that point that you had. I'm gonna let you rock in a second. There's literally scientific studies that show that working out is the top preventative measure for depression. That's the best way to get rid of it.
100%, but not
You know
everybody runs for glory. I'll say that. No risk, no glory, but not everybody runs.
So the alternative is to eat and get your belly bigger, get your man titties bigger.
So
that's the alternative.
So it's not even really like an alternative, right? Like when it comes to people like eating, they eat because when they're depressed, it makes them feel better. And I know that doesn't make sense to you because your thought process is different than
our thought process is different.
Correct.
As a collective.
Because tune with me. Like when I feel bad, I'm going to the gym.
Facts.
And I don't want Chris to think that I don't want Chris to think that I think that it's okay.
Nope.
It's just that over my years of training, young, it's just like I just see so many like clients of mine who are like, sugar makes me feel good. And that's the only hold on. Let me finish. I promise I'll let you go. So sugar is the only thing that helps me out when I feel down. When I have a hard day at work, that donut, that cookie, whatever it is what makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I know we don't understand it. Us guys at this tape, we don't understand it. But I had no choice. These are the people who come to me for help. So I have to hear them out. It makes no sense to me, but it allowed for me to understand what they do. Because for me and for you, what we do when we're in pain is we go to the gym. We lift weights. We get under heavy weights, heavy stimulus, and we lean on the endorphins to pull us out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it's done it for me many times, and I'm sure it's done it for plenty of you guys.
100%.
Well. So my thought is like I usually don't try to have like a closed mind to however anybody else gets back to their good place. It's just for me and someone else is just different.
All right, this is my thing. I hear what you're saying, but one, as trainers, I think our job is to not accept that. We got to give the clients a different angle, right? We're there to say we're there to save them from that detrimental activity. And then how is that? Maybe it makes you feel better in the moment. But if you're gonna go home and you see a double belly in the mirror and you get depressed about it, or you're gonna feel lazy, you're gonna feel tired in the morning, you don't go to work, you're gonna skip the training session, you're gonna press snooze. I really don't believe that's gonna make you feel better in like long term. Short term, it might feel good to eat the chicken and waffles at brunch with the bottomless mimosas. But when you get up that next morning, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm fat as hell. What am I doing? So emotional eating, I don't understand that, because at the end of the day, it's what's going to cause your ultimate depression. It's what's going to cause you feeling bad. It's what's going to cause you. I feel too embarrassed to go to the gym. I too feel embarrassed to call Tune or call Ray or call CMarty or call Dawson to sign up for my training sessions. So that's why like ultimately the emotional eating. I don't understand that.
So we don't understand it, but this is the thing. As somebody like that is talking to us and letting us know that is what they're doing to keep from going into the fucking gutter, you listen. Because when a person's depressed, it's not about being like, I hear you and shit, but this is what you need to do to get out. It's not about that. I promise you, as a person that's been depressed before, when a person's depressed, you fucking listen.
I didn't say don't listen.
No, I didn't say that you said don't listen. I'm just trying to speak my mind in regards to how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, being depressed.
Yeah.
And like someone listening to me. Because at the end of the day, when I come to you and I tell you that I'm depressed, I don't want you to be like, this is what you need to do. More so, I need you to listen to me. Like you listen to me, you hear me out, and then there's a way that you got to talk to people who are depressed. When a person's depressed, you got to kind of be like, all right, I'm hearing you. All right, cool. And you hear them out. You let them do what they do, but you try to influence them through your actions. Follow me. All right, cool.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
You eating donuts? Cool. Eat donuts. It's cool. Come with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's work out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, did them donuts help you lift that 225? No. Hear me out. No, y'all niggas laughing. No, bro. Tune, hold tight. Yo, did them donuts help you lift that 225? No, they didn't. No. Okay, cool. Hey, listen. You rolling with me now. We fucking bench press, right? Listen. Now it's time to fucking work. Donuts don't help you move weight, right? What do we do now? Now you realizing that, nigga, you got to do something different because you hang with me now.
I get you.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead. So ultimately, me and you got the same goal, right?
Okay.
We have a different approach.
I'm
more.
You have to be that therapist though. As a trainer,
nigga, what? That's it.
But I am the therapist.
Nigga, but you gotta, if you're a therapist,
I am that.
A therapist has to,
motivational speaker.
you gotta let, you gotta.
You're a motivational speaker. You're like, get your big back up.
Let's keep it 1,000, bro.
Get your big back up.
Let's keep it 1,000 though. If you really trying to get out of your situation, especially as a man. And I have an issue with male friends too, because I approach them like this. Do you need a kick in the ass or do you need a coddle? Now, if we're talking about talking to women, that's different. I can't come off to women.
It's no difference.
Like I do to men.
It's no difference.
My experience, there's a big difference.
When you're depressed, bro, when I tell you, when you're depressed, bro, like, hey, bro, listen, it's no different. Like, nigga, when you depressed, and you're not seeing life the way you supposed to see life, nigga, you need somebody to fucking help you, bro. You are down.
Maybe I'm different because I got through most of my shit by myself. And the people that did help me through my shit, they was like, nigga, you got to get your shit together. You got to boss the fuck up, step up, handle what need to be done. Or there was a situation where I couldn't really talk to nobody and nobody could really help me through it. Like, it's on me. And as men, we be in a tone. I talk to Tune all the time.
Facts.
Tune be talking to me like, yo, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm trying to get to. He got to get through that by himself.
I've dealt with dudes. I've dealt with dudes that was depressed, bro.
Not saying he was depressed, but you know what I'm saying.
Understood.
I've dealt with dudes that was depressed, or dudes that just was down, or just not in their motherfucking lane, or not in their masculine role. And it's more so like, everybody knows me and you have a different style. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Like, I respect your style or whatever the case may be. And I respect my style as well. But more so is just like, for me, it's just like, you know what? Listen, man, whatever you're doing, I respect it. I understand why you're doing it. But follow me. This is what we're going to do. You hanging with me. You my friend now. And this is what we do. And I just fucking influence you through what I do. If you like what I do, you like the way I look, follow me, hang with me. I don't gotta fucking tell you, get your fucking life together. Nigga, just hang with me. Come with me. Come lift these weights with me. Come be strong. And your life will change. There's no way in the world you're gonna continue your lifestyle if I put your ass under heavy weight. You're not doing that shit no fucking more. I'm gonna put your bitch ass under 315.
Oh, you're saying
and I want to see
everything.
Wait. I want to see if nigga, you are telling niggas off the break as soon as the conversation starts. Nigga, you some trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a big back ass. Let's go,
City boys.
So our approaches are different. So Tune, for me, Tune, I'm like, Tune, come hang with me. Come lift weights with me. I want to see if the lifestyle you live, that soft that shit you doing, me and you agree on that soft that shit, right?
Yeah.
That soft that shit you doing. Come hang with me. Come lift some weights, and let's see if the way you eating and the way you carrying on outside of the gym is going to be appropriate for when you come see me. It's not. So you're gonna have to change your shit if you want to continue to roll with me. So I don't gotta, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of
you got a different approach than I do, and
Correct.
that's fine. But it's the same. We got the same goal. It's really the same shit. But
exactly.
you're not as direct as me.
Exactly.
So
I'm direct.
Dawson, as I was about to ask you, as a boxing coach, that is an intense workout.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do an intense workout and have a Ray approach versus my approach.
My approach to it is teaching everybody their body mechanics and how it works for them specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But I always would tell people like fitness is not always just pick things up, put things down. You got to figure out.
That's all it is to me, Dawson. What you mean, bro? That's all I do all my life. My life is dependent on that.
But there's different variations of like fitness that you can go across. If you want to start light, go to Pilates. If you want to start heavy, go to CrossFit. If you want to go into the bodybuilding realm, seek out a bodybuilding coach. You got to seek out where you are comfortable. Start small and do small wins. Like the mindset of a fighter versus the mindset of a weightlifter. To me, a weightlifter, you going in there because you have a vision of what your physique look like, and you want to, whatever you feel about yourself within, you want to be able to show it without. Now, when it comes to a fighter, it's every decision you make, you got to stand on that. Because when the fight gets into the third round or the fourth round or the eighth round and punches are flying and you keep getting your shit rocked, you got to put a thought in your mind like that person that talks about sit down, let me eat this donut, or you said you was going to do something and you didn't actively go do it. Like if I said, hey, I'm about to go hang out with my nephews and I let them down, I'm going to feel that feeling that, damn, I was not a champion in that moment. I wasn't a champion tomorrow. So my clients, I made them feel like they were champions when they first started because of the fact that, all right, the first step of your depression, you walked into these doors. My step is not to scare you and intimidate you now. It's to show you all the shit that you've been running away from. Look at the possibilities, what you can do. Now you're throwing punches, you huffing and puffing. Now I'm like, all right, you see you gassed out. That means your nutrition don't match up to your output. You're burning the wrong type of fuel. You're putting diesel in a freaking Honda. You got to figure out your meals now. Most people, it's not an eating disorder. Most people don't even eat enough. You got clients that only ate 2 meals that day, or they didn't even show up and ate any breakfast for the train.
But the thing about it, but that's a
trainer talk.
But that's the point that I want to say. Like sometimes you don't gotta tell motherfuckers like that. You know, you're not eating right. No worries. You know, come on. I'm gonna hit you up with these little hit sessions after the fucking strength training. I'm gonna see if you can hang. Or when you show up the leg day and you ain't eat what you were supposed to, what's going on? Now, when I tell you, hey, listen, try to have some oatmeal, maybe have some fruit, maybe have this and that before you come in the workout, and then you realize your workout is better. Like, I don't have to preach to you after that. Yeah. When you get to see that the proof's in the pudding, it's on its own.
I always say, ask your client or ask the person or ask anybody in those comments, what is the vision you have for yourself? Once you know the vision you have for yourself, then you can honestly know exactly what trainer that you need to go to so you can meet.
And that's a great point. And that's why I post the content I do and I do what I do, because I attract the right type of clients.
Yeah.
I rarely attract them bullshit clients anymore. Because they know what it is when they step in that gym.
And each one of you guys have made awesome points, right? When you're fighting depression, it's really a mental battle between you and yourself. And leaning on food, I don't agree with. I'm with CMarty and I'm with Ray. You know, both you guys made amazing points. I don't agree with using food as an outlet to kind of battle your depression. But a lot of people are not strong-minded like us. They don't have that strong will like we do as trainers, as folks who have been in the fitness environment, who, are outsourced to fighting our mental depression is lifting weights, or boxing or something physical. A lot of people, they rely on food and they have an unhealthy relationship with food. So that's their go-to. And it's not good, truth be told. It's really bad. But, when someone's going through certain things, we don't know how they feel internally. We can't really say, hey, man, like you shouldn't be doing this, because we're not in their body. We don't know how they feel. All we can do, like Ray said, is we can try to influence them through our actions, have them look at us as leaders, as guiders, as, their therapists, to kind of redirect them and show them another outlet, show them a healthier, path or
Absolutely.
But nevertheless, though, to piggyback off what CMarty's saying is like fitness is probably your best bet to try to combat those demons that you're battling internally. And obviously there's thousands of studies that show that, physical exercise is probably the best way to combat, depression. So
absolutely,
each one of you guys are making, amazing points. But it's just like that depression, it varies from person to person. I've been depressed several times in my lifetime, but I've gotten through that through physical fitness. It all reverts back to fitness and moving your body and releasing those endorphins and feeling a certain way or feeling accomplished after an amazing workout.
And if you allow me to jump in, it's just like so the thing about like being depressed is just the fact that you just don't know where someone's head is at. So it's just like the direct approach is not going to always work. This person may be like 2 seconds or 2 steps away from who knows what. So it's kind of just like, you know what? Man, listen, everybody in their mother, from your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, has been like, get your shit together, dog. You've been in your room for fucking 30 days, 60 days, 90 days straight. Get your shit together. You smell like shit, blah, blah, blah. And I like, listen, everybody else talking about that shit. Like, I want to be the guy that just be like, you know what? If you came to see me, I ain't even trying to talk about that shit. Let's go lift some fucking weights.
Let's go do something different.
Let's go do something different. Everybody and their mother talking about it. So it's like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do something different. And it's a strong possibility I'll be that nigga that helped them out. You know what I'm saying? So
at the end of the day, when people are depressed too, like to raise a chord, they just want somebody to listen and kind of understand what they're going through. They kind of want you to empathize with them first, hear them out. You know what I'm saying? Just being that show that they can lean on initially, regardless if they're, using food as a coping method, right? They want you to just hear them out first, and then you guys can kind of strategize to figure out, ways to combat whatever they're going through or strategize a plan to help them moving forward. But they're listening, they're wanting that show that they can lean on or someone that they can kind of, listen to what issues that they're fighting first before, figuring out methods or ways to, help them, go about fixing those issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with you, because at the end of the day, all it really boils down to is just like, get my mind off the shit that's making me depressed. I got you. Let's do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's box. Let me show you how to throw a right hook. Let me show you how to pivot.
Let's go stretch.
Yeah, let's go stretch. Let's go do something. Like, bro, all day I lay in my bed as a depressed person and think about this and that and blah, blah, blah. And these are the things that's holding me down. Let me free your mind real quick. And I feel like that's a great way. If you find somebody that's emotionally eaten, you know what I'm saying? It as a personal trainer, honestly, CMarty, I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things we battle as personal trainers is people who emotionally eat. I had a bad day at work. I felt like I needed to come home and have three glasses of wine. I know you don't agree with it, but I feel like it's a talk that you need to have with people that's like, yo, listen, we got to figure out different ways to go about this.
People just need to hold themselves accountable.
That's it, man. That's all it is.
Have proper decision methods and then help them create
a
schedule for themselves. Because a lot of people don't know when to eat, what time to eat. And when I was a nutrition consultant, still do nutrition consultant work for my clients, I show them the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, what time they need to eat. Then I take their phone, schedule it from, all right, you eating at 8 a.m., your snack is at 12, your next meal is at 3, your next snack is at 5, your next meal is at 7. And if you're still up past 8, you got another snack that you got to eat, boom, boom. Some people don't have the lack of discipline to organize small meals and eat for fuel and not eat to put yourself in a food coma.
And that's why I feel that's why I'm so direct with people, because at the end of the day, it's on them. It's on them. All right. So look, we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna wrap this segment up.
Hey, we're gonna wrap it up, but I want to say one thing. I want you to continue to be direct. Because
you're not stopping.
Listen. If that's what works for you, you know what I'm saying? It's people that need you, and it's people that actually will pay for your services and really value you. So I don't want you to think I just think differently than you do.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that anything that you're doing is wrong or anything like that. I want you to understand that.
And I've developed lifetime clients
Yeah.
from my approach.
Correct.
And you have done the same from yours.
Correct.
I'm sure you've done the same for yours.
Correct.
You've done the same for yours. So real quick, closing remarks on that, because we do got a lot to talk about. All of us I've talked to Ray personally. I've talked to Toon personally, not as much Dawson, but we've all woke up and been like, fuck the world because of what we were going through, and we had to get through it. We've all been through shit. I know me, I've been through shit, but maybe it's because of what I do for a living. I've had to show up and have great energy and still get through my problems and my obstacles. And that's why I have the mindset I have towards depression. Ray has his experience. Toon has his experience. Dawson has his experience.
Talk about it.
Real talk, bro. So, no, that was a great discussion. But we're gonna keep this podcast going. Good work, fellas. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. But so right now, especially in the Black community, but in America, this is an American problem too. If you're watching and you're not Black, we have a lot of obese women. We got a lot of obese men too, but we have a lot of obese women in our country, especially in our community. And we just watched big back ass men in the comments for one of my posts. And if men took their fitness more seriously, do you think that there would be more fit women in our country, in our community specifically, if men took their fitness more seriously? Because across the board, men don't take their fitness seriously in our community. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 1,000.
Yes.
Keep it a bang.
I think
Let's keep it real, bro. Keep it real. Let's talk about it
for sure. Because at the end of the day, women are looking to us to lead. We're the leaders, and they're looking for us for structure. They're looking to us for guidance, and
But women can be leaders too.
Women can be leaders too, but nevertheless, though, it's funny as shit.
Hey, Dawson doesn't believe that women can be leaders.
I didn't say that.
Dawson is loading.
Dawson is loading. Make sure the camera's on Dawson. Make sure the camera's on Dawson.
Dawson is leading.
When I said that women can be, hold on. When I said that women can be leaders, Dawson pointed at me like this nigga. This nigga Ray's tripping. That's what Dawson said. Y'all didn't hear that nigga because he leaned away from the mic and he pointed at me. He said, "This nigga's tripping."
No. See, Marty set that up. I was just pointing at you.
Man, we on the Let's Practice More Country podcast. Let's talk. Let's get it.
Yeah, but that definitely, I feel like there would be a lot more fit women if men got their act together and got into shape. Ultimately, women look to us men as the leaders, the protectors, and they look to us for guidance. And I feel like we're the prime example. You know what I'm saying? And we should set that tone, and we should be what they would want to embody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be that figure that these women are looking to get themselves together. And I feel like the lack of men who want to do that for themselves is trickling down to the women. It's just like, well, if this guy's not fit, why should I be fit? Or if they're not pushing themselves to have a certain physique or look a certain way or feel a certain way about themselves, then why should I do it? And it's terrible because, like, I love our Black queens, right? We have a lot of beautiful Black women, but then you're starting to see a big, it's an epidemic. You know what I'm saying? As far as obesity in the Black community. And when you see beautiful Black women that are just like, damn, she would look so much more better if she just fucking exercised. She would be fire. Like, dog, this girl would be a straight dime piece if she just, doubled down and worked on her mindset, worked on her nutrition, and stuck to a routine. And we see it all the time. You'd be like, man, if I just had 3 or 4 months with this girl and she followed my lead, I would turn this girl from a 5 that she's sitting at, knowing that she's a potential 8 or 9.
And I'm gonna let you finish, but I just want to chime in while it's on my mind.
Sure.
That's the beautiful thing about fitness. It comes in different shapes and sizes. There isn't one look that has to be fit. Like, you don't have to become a bikini model.
Correct.
Like these women can be curvy. They can be fit thick. You know what, Dawson? You know what? Hey, Dawson. Hey, Dawson.
City boy.
Ray
started it.
I'm gonna hand it back to Toon, and then Dawson, go do your thing. Because Ray going Ray gonna do what he do. So like, we're gonna go back to tune. We're gonna go back to dust. But I just wanted to put that in there. So ladies, fitness comes in different shapes, sizes, different looks. You don't have to become a bikini model, but you can become a better version of yourself. That's all.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that remark because that's correct, CMarty. It's not all one designated look. You can look the best version of yourself based on your physical body type, whichever is subjective to you. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you can look better than what you are right now if you do the right things, if you eat the right things, if you follow the right instruction or follow the right lead. And a lot of times we are the lead. So we need to set the tone for what that looks like. That way we can encourage our Black women and our men to get in shape and to look better and to become the best version of ourselves. You know, it all just starts with a decision and then you go from there. But I believe that if we take it upon ourselves to do what's necessary to, you know, be that example, then our women will follow suit.
It definitely starts with the man. Go ahead, Dawson.
I'll say like, when it comes to like finances, workforce, and all that, like they're pushing themselves into that realm anyway. So physically, I think like their squat has increased, their grip strength has increased. They've been deadlifting more than men. There's more testosterone running in the female community than the male community.
Facts.
Because they're exercising, they're squatting heavy weights, they're leg pressing heavier weights. If you look at half of these girls in the gym, their lower half is stacked. That's probably like their most focus if they're not catching BBLs and all that extra stuff. But
we're gonna talk about that too.
But if you look at it statistically, it shows that women testosterone are increasing in rapid rates because they're in the gym doing their lower half more than anything. Most men don't realize, like, okay, if I go 3 weeks, 4 weeks without exercising, first workout I should do is the legs because I'm building testosterone. That's that energy that you need in your body to say, I need to go get it. So if I miss a day, miss 3 days, I'm resetting legs first.
And dudes be skipping leg day.
Yeah, they be skipping leg day. So lack of testosterone.
Terrible.
When you missing leg day, lack of testosterone. It don't always have to be heavy lifting. I know a person that just do jump squats for power lifters are the number one reason why they can even get heavyweight off the ground. Right. And if you want to get a big leg like a bodybuilder, if you do hypertrophy exercises, lightweight, high volume, you still build your legs up the same exact way.
I vouch.
You just got to educate yourself. And there's lack of going, like you can get on your phone and learn how to use your settings on your iPhone. You can get on YouTube and learn how to build whatever the hell you want to build, but you don't want to go educate yourself on fitness and understanding how your body mechanic works.
And dudes be like, well, I'm not training legs. I don't want to look like a bad bitch. Like, bro,
wow.
Shut your bitch ass up.
That's how you big back.
What are you
talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm not trying to get a fat ass. You trying to get a fat ass? Like, bro,
I don't want to do glutes. That's gay.
But that's the same conversation.
That's crazy.
That's the same conversation of women saying that if I lift heavy weights, I'm gonna look like a man.
I'm gonna look like a man.
Good point.
Man, I'm talking today.
And Dawson, I appreciate that comment because it's definitely a serious lack of education. Like a lot of guys are like, man, I don't want to do glutes. Like that's for women, but not knowing that glutes will help you build your lower half. Glutes will allow you to have, you know, nicely toned legs, you know, that women look at. It's crazy that
or better yet, if you have strong glutes, your squat game will get better. You'll get stronger. You can't have weak ass glutes and be a great squatter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of like how you squat.
And if we talking about like osteoporosis and we're looking at back pain, knee pain, if you train your legs for years, you're more than likely not going to have that. And then our private parts are on our lower half. So if you want to build testosterone and you try to put it down when it's time to put it down, it only makes sense to build your lower half and get the blood pumping there. Pause, not to get too, you know what I'm saying?
Or better yet, the exercise that every guy runs from, the hip thrust. The hip thrust. I mean, if you got a strong hip thrust, could you imagine how much of a beast your
girl never gonna regret a good hip thrust.
Or the RDLs.
RDLs
too.
All of
that.
One
of my favorite
exercise. Yeah.
All that squats, lunges, RDLs, step ups, pushing the sled, all that stuff adds to the bedroom. So, fellas, get y'all shit together, bro.
That's real though.
Real talk.
But speaking from a big girl lover.
Whoa, you like big girls?
Whoa. I'm Caribbean.
I don't think there's anything. Hey, listen, Dawson.
That's a way.
I'm not even mad
This
at you.
nigga has
Dawson.
never watched my podcast. Clearly.
Listen.
We might gotta edit that.
A
part.
big girl.
hold
A
on.
big girl.
Hold
me
the-
and,
hold
me and
Let me
Dawson may be
educate.
different. Go ahead,
Let me
Dawson.
educate.
No, hold on. Let's hear what Dawson's
me
definition of a
educate.
big girl is that he likes. Hold on.
A big girl is a way of passage for any Caribbean brother.
What is a big girl to you, Dawson?
What? A big girl?
Describe your definition of a big girl that Dawson would be attracted to.
Drake said it best. I like my girls BBW.
No.
Give
me no. Dawson, give me the stats. I'm gonna give you my stats for what I like. Size wise, what's your stats on a big girl that you would date, that you would knock down? Talk to me, Dawson.
Knock down this nigga.
Hey, we damn.
The biggest girl I ever talked to was probably, I'm what, 5'11", 6 foot. So she was like 6'2" power forward. So she was like at least 205 or 190.
She was 6 foot 205.
6'2".
6'2".
Now was that
She was
genetically-
well proportioned.
No, 6 foot 205.
She
I'm
was
not
a thick ass hourglass.
Dawson, I'm knocking her down too. So me and
thank
Dawson on the same page.
Now was that just genetically she's proportioned, or was that
She was
is
well
she's
proportioned.
a big girl?
She's a big girl, well proportioned.
Hey, Tune, you knocking her down too.
Yeah, small in the waist,
6'2", 205.
small in the waist, and two
shapely,
birthday cakes.
Shapely.
I'm talking-
That's good stats.
I'm talking extra
Hey,
candles.
hey,
you heard?
hey,
Y'all
Tune.
let me know when y'all ready.
Hold on.
Listen,
Y'all let me know when y'all
hold on.
ready. Y'all let me know when
If
y'all
you
ready.
picking a
Y'all
girl
let me know
up,
when y'all
hold
ready.
on.
Y'all let me know
What
when
is
y'all ready.
all? Hold on, Marty.
Y'all let me know when y'all ready.
What is all that weightlifting? What is all that
Y'all let me know when
weightlifting
y'all
for?
ready.
What is all that
Right.
weightlifting for if you ain't gonna pick it up?
I'm fucking like it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Tune.
Marty look like his legs never
So I
struggled
was
picking
afraid
up a
that he
big
was
girl.
going to say. I was
My
afraid that he was
squat
going to
pride
say.
was-
I was waiting.
I was afraid that he was going to say 5'7",
Nah.
200.
I don't
was
like short
225.
Yeah,
You gotta be
boo.
tall and big.
No, that was great. What you the stat you just said was awesome.
I
need
just
a
had to hear
I
as
need
far
a
as
paperweight.
big. What big are we
Yeah,
talking? Are we
right.
talking about like out of shape, like you're
I
big,
don't
like
want-
need to work out, or like
Listen, I love
you're
stretch
genetically gifted and
Don't-
it's
yeah.
evenly, because some girls are on the
I
bigger,
got 10 seconds.
on the heavier side, and they weigh a little bit more, but it's proportional.
I
looks
don't
nice.
like dating
Correct.
anybody
Dawson
lower
likes
than
Amazon.
1.
Dawson likes
I like Amazon
I like
women.
Amazon too.
Pick
Go
up
ahead,
your
go ahead.
spear and pick up your axe.
I like
That's
Amazon
fine.
too. I like
Fine.
Amazon too.
This
I
is
like
up.
big body Benzes.
Right.
Big, I
body
call them big body Benzes.
All that's great.
I call
All that's
when
great.
I see a
Tahoe.
bad,
Tahoe. That's great.
Tahoe.
All that's great.
Hey, when I see a badge on the store, I call her a big body Benz.
Big Rob, can I get the camera, please?
Marty, don't be scared of her. She cooking at 350 with them
I ain't-
thighs touching.
And I'm
Nobody-
strong enough to handle
Listen.
it, dog.
It's brunches and lunches and crunches. You're
And that's why we got a fat ass community right now. Hey, listen, if y'all watch my show, y'all. I can't even get my shit off because they know I'm about to go crazy.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey Lex, you know I'm about to go crazy.
Oh,
And
my
Key
God.
probably back there cracking the fuck up too. I can't see her ass.
her
You
ass
already
looking
know.
up laughing.
If y'all watch my show, y'all know I say black men contribute to black women being fat and being overweight. Specifically, bodybuilders, and I ain't even know this Caribbean.
Yo, he's
this
Caribbean, dog. He's
I'm
like
Caribbean
big body
ninja was
Benzes.
like
Like,
that.
hey, yo, we like him like that,
There's
bro.
plenty of fit, slim women in the Caribbean. But anyway,
I get you. Why I want to slim? I need something
That's
that
all
I need
good.
something that got kickback.
I want my arms to be full
Y'all
when
like
I
what
hold
y'all-
you.
You know what I'm saying?
like, y'all like what y'all like. But listen, this is the reason why women don't go to the gym as it is, or why they think they don't have to go to the gym. Because when they hear, I like a big body Benz, I like a woman over 200. It's gonna be a woman that's 5'3" and 250 that hear that, and she gonna think she don't gotta go. And black men contribute to that.
I said the
I don't
shape.
even know how we got
Facts.
on this topic
Listen.
because this wasn't even on the list.
But you know what,
But
though?
I'm just letting y'all know.
No, Chris, you're right.
Y'all contributing to
Do
the issue.
something.
No,
can
Chris-
do something. That's
No,
all I'm
But
saying.
no, Chris, you're right. You're right. This is
Do
my
something,
thing.
do
Hey, this is
something.
When
Dawson
Dawson-
last episode.
No. Now,
Shout out to Marco.
now Dawson's my friend because now I understand, yeah. Because I had to hear his stats of what he thought was a big girl. Like I said to Tune, I'm like, if he would have said 5'6", 190, I'm like, hell fucking no. You know what I'm saying? She's a big girl. No, thank you.
Obese.
Once he said
Marty,
6'1",
Black-
6'2", 205, I'm
Marty sound like
yeah.
Umar Johnson. We're gonna see his ass at KFC with a big jump with some fries and the little KFC burgers.
Y'all
I
catch-
put money on that.
Hey, put it on TMZ. You catch me outside.
Shawty
with
gonna
big-
have more stretch
Hey, look,
marks than that nigga
I'm
from
gonna
Battle
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's all love. This ain't not. Look, I don't hate big joints. I got plenty big joint clients, big joint family members that I love, big joint friends. I love y'all. It ain't nothing against it. All I'm saying,
family members is crazy.
Y'all ain't been in none of my. Ray been in my sessions. Ray know how I roll.
Yo.
All I'm saying is, black men, y'all contribute to the problem, and we the black community, we ain't going nowhere. If the fit dudes, the dudes that represent fitness, the dudes that represent health, the dudes that represent leveling up.
Are you going by the BMI?
Hold on, let me finish. Are
you going by the BMI? Because BMI is created for Caucasians.
We're going to adjust BMI.
All right.
But if the dudes that represent physical fitness are condoning this shit, the community only gonna get worse.
Hold on.
We only building more. We just built the Raising Cane's in Crofton. We only building more carryouts
and
more
one of District Heights.
One of District Heights. It's only gonna get worse. And I love both of y'all to death.
Can we finally talk about women BMIs in the black community though? If we statistically show,
we could talk about it.
Black women BMIs versus Caucasian women BMIs, the muscle and fat ratio.
Yep. And let me address
that
like
big
too.
Butts though, right?
And let me address that too.
If she got clappers, it's okay.
She got clappers. Her fucking belly in the front is clapping too.
Okay,
she clapping in the front and the back.
I didn't say bellies though.
Round of applause in the front too.
I didn't say bellies though.
I
said thick fit.
Hold on.
I like thick fit girls.
We got to let him get his point out. We got to let him get his point out.
All right, Tune, go after me.
Because Tune a big boy.
I'm listening.
Because Tune a big boy.
You never dated a girl that got bigger legs than you.
I know what type of women Tune talks to.
Facts.
And Tune on my side.
I haven't dated a girl with legs bigger than you.
Tune ain't fucking with nothing what y'all talking about. I promise.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let me say one thing.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna give it to Tune in a second.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a fact.
I'm glad you said BMI. Let's talk about BMI. I did a post on TikTok not too long ago about Roly Poly from Baddies West. Right? The biggest, your name, Roly Poly. Never mind. Anyway, I did a post about her. The joint almost got 1 million views. Her BMI is 50.
Okay.
So black women, and this ain't nothing. I love black women. Black women here, BMI is for white people. They walk around with a BMI of 50 and say, oh, it's for Caucasians. It doesn't apply to me. I'm still good. And they walk around with a BMI of 50 and think it's okay to get a BBL and neglect their health and fitness, hire a personal trainer, and go get a freaking BBL with a BMI of 50. So I understand what y'all are saying, and it's cool, but y'all don't understand that how detrimental that is to the community, bro. And I'm gonna keep it 100. My bad, Tune. Sorry.
You good? Nah, you good.
And I know you, and I know you too, but I know him better than I know you.
Thick fit. It's a thing.
Ray, you was married. Your wife wasn't over 200 pounds, and your baby mother ain't over 200 pounds. So if y'all thinking about 200 pounds right now, y'all just trying to get y'all rocks off. I'm done. Tune, take it over. I do this bars. I do the bars.
Bars, nigga.
The bars, bro. I do the bars, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
He tried to 8 mile us, yo.
But like if we,
I do. This is what. It's cool. This is what I do, bro.
I'm waiting for my turn.
I do this, bro. I do this.
Hey, dog,
stop playing with me, bro. I just cut two. Both of them older than me. I'm going
to catch this man at KSC with a big jump, so I ain't worried. In a bottle of Hennessy.
Hey, see, Marty, right? Like he knows exactly. He knows exactly what type of women I like, and truth be told, I don't like big women. Like I don't like big women. You know, I like my women petite.
Wintertime coming.
I don't care about that.
Turn the heat on.
Y'all niggas looking cold.
I like my women
thermostat up, man.
I like my women petite, you know, with a nice physique, shapely, you know what I'm saying, but nothing like overkill. Something to look at, but like nice, fit, petite, like preferably.
I love y'all, by the way. Sorry.
Preferably 140 or less, you know, as far as 140 or less.
That's,
you know.
Paperweight.
All right, Tune.
140.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tiny.
I got tight.
Tune trying to kill a female, bro.
I got tight. Hey, man. When you put in the work, you can choose what you like.
Fair ratio. Like
when you put in the work, you can choose what you like.
Not even fair ratio.
Shit, black man.
You feel me? When you look how you look, you can choose what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Hell.
I like the petite youngins for real.
Listen, I like a little struggle. That's how I build my muscle.
Yo, you an African man talking about 140?
For sure.
You from Nigeria, right?
No, Sierra Leone.
Chain on
my
chain.
Sierra Leone brother.
Hey,
exactly.
I beg, man, please.
Hold on, real quick. Rob, this joint is gonna be 2 hours. Is that cool, bro? We're gonna be here longer than normal. We only hit 2 topics.
What would your mother say If you brought a small little woman,
140,
like that,
you
that's
know,
I
wild.
mean,
moms,
they
you know,
don't-
mom's
they-
gonna feel a particular way.
Nah,
to
nah,
My
like
mom ain't about to feed her.
nah.
mom's gonna feed her.
Surprisingly, my folks don't really care about like the narrative of she has to be thick or like she has to be a certain size. They
If
don't
she's
as long
small,
as
she
long
can't
as I'm
feed you.
as long as I'm happy with whoever I'm dealing with, my folks is
Who's
cool.
gonna feed
If I
you?
bring a 200 plus home, my mom going upside my head. Sorry.
My mom gonna be like, she
I-
feeds
hey,
you.
so-
I'm going
okay,
upside my
okay,
own head.
So what I would say,
Fucking talking about?
so what I would say is that, hey,
With the bat, nigga.
Chris is right. Chris is right. Like I'm not bringing home a 200. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I ain't
why
gonna
you
bring a
encouraging that?
200.
You
I
was
said
told-
6'2". I said 6'2".
No,
That's
yeah,
not
so
well
I want him
proportioned.
to. I want him to ask
6
me
foot
this
2 is
question.
crazy.
I want him to ask
Hey,
me
You
this question.
literally just said it's
I
cool to
wanted
be
to
over
ask you-
200. Then you
Dawson
gonna say, no, bring it
translation
home.
is David.
So check this out. Check this out.
I always
So
go after
for
Goliath.
me, I like tall girls. I don't know what my problem is, but I like tall girls. I do.
And there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
like tall girls too.
I look at like a 6'2" chick, and I be like, damn.
so tall.
I
means
look
you
at
gotta
six-
be-
I can handle you.
I
Like,
look at
that's
a
my
6'2".
thought.
Is that what you prefer?
Hey,
That's not what I prefer.
if I look at
But
a
it's
I
just
can't be
like-
looking face to face with my joint.
talking about what?
Not never.
I
What's
just
wrong
like
with that?
no.
I don't even mind.
It's not giving.
Let
No.
me finish. Let me finish.
You're getting straight Wakanda energy from me.
Let me finish.
You getting straight
Let me
Wakanda.
finish.
It's giving
Let
all
me finish.
square
Let
up
me finish.
energy. Like
So in the
Hey, that's the only reason why you would get that energy if you can't
let
handle
me
it.
finish.
I'll say this: if I talk to a girl 6'2", straight Wakanda energy, best high.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Right. So hey, listen. It's the challenge.
This is this
It's
nigga's
the-
last
hey,
episode.
Tune. So for me, it's a challenge, dog. Like I like it. Like I'm thinking to myself when I see her and I look up at her, I'm just like, I'm a fucking stud. You know what I'm saying? I know you used to dating niggas that's tall, but try me out.
I
That's
just think
my
I'm
thought.
Jack
You know
and
what
she
I'm
the
saying?
beanstalk. You heard? I'm
I'm
trying
like,
to climb.
exactly. Like that's my thought. You know what I'm saying? So when I see
Hey
these
man,
tall
y'all
jokes,
give y'all
like,
last thoughts. We got to move on, bro. We got a
oh,
lot to
you
talk
about to
about.
cut me off because you don't like tall
finish.
jokes.
Finish.
I like tall jokes.
I like tall.
I love them,
You know-
dog. So when I say 200 pounds, dog, like yeah, you know, if
Tall-
they tall, they got it way more.
The thicker the better.
Bro, I
nigga.
know tall joints that's not 200 pounds.
No way. Ooh.
I'm not dating no skinny bony
All
junk.
right. If you tall, you don't weigh shit. You don't got
If
no
your
ass,
short-
bro.
If your shorty look like 2 floss, I ain't flossing, big dog.
Exactly. You can't be 200 pounds and have no. Yo,
I'm
you
talking-
200 pounds. You 200 pounds
We
and tall.
talking Anthony Hamilton, sister like a plate of neck bones. You heard?
I just like a challenge. I'm sorry,
say,
C-Marty.
man.
C-Marty, you know my
This
type.
that's the only
Yeah, we know your type too.
this the-
140, nigga.
This the only
At
only
least 180.
this the only way I can agree with y'all,
man.
and we got to move on, fellas. This
Okay.
the only way I agree with y'all.
All
right.
If you're tall and you got that type of weight on you, and you're proportionate, and you're in the gym, and you
Facts.
working,
She
and you're
a baller.
eating healthy, and you carrying that weight, that kudos. to you.
Kudos to
I'm cool with that.
me too.
But what I'm telling y'all is, y'all giving these women the wrong message by saying.
I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
I'm just
I
saying,
see-
bro.
I
Shape
see what you're saying.
To what
Because-
shape means to
Because
you.
the thing about what Chris is trying to say
Money
is that
ain't that
people like me
crazy,
and
bro.
people like me and Dawson that be like, we want meat on your bones. Chicks will take that out of content and be like, I gotta make sure I keep something, and they will not take the right precaution on the measurements to make sure that they are in shape. You know what I'm saying? Or there are women who are getting away with straight murder, right? Because there are women who are genetically gifted. Like, and Tune, you've seen them genetically gifted. Don't eat right. Don't do what the
Don't
right
eat
thing-
right for shit,
don't
but it's
do
like,
nothing.
damn, your
But-
body's still cool. But
because
it's like
they-
if
they
you
just-
worked out, it could be a lot
Right,
cooler.
they curvy. They don't do any of that, and you just be like, damn, like you said, if you worked out, you would be tighter. And what C-Marty's trying to say is for those chicks, if you do what you're supposed to do, you could be even better. You know what I'm saying? You can get even more chicks, even more guys, I should say. So I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying, Chris.
And it's funny because what you said to me yesterday don't got nothing to do with aligning with what you said. That's all I'm.
No, you
That's
can put
it.
me out there on, you know
No,
me.
no.
I'm
We
a
gonna leave it
transparent
there.
guy.
We
I
gonna leave
stay
it there.
100,
We're gonna leave it there.
10 toes down.
It's cool. It's cool. We're gonna wrap that
Oh,
up.
you can't do me like
You
that.
know what you said to me
That's
yesterday.
Put me out
crazy.
there. It's all good. Go ahead.
That's crazy.
You can put me out there. You know me. I'm transparent.
I'm saying.
Can you hit the
Go ahead.
SpongeBob button, please?
Hit the SpongeBob button. Put me out there. It's cool. What I say?
It's cool, bro. We moving on.
Okay,
We got a lot
all
to talk about. We went way too far. That wasn't even.
That
one
was
of
my
the topics.
moment.
All right.
Barnacles.
With all that being said, we doing great so far. All right. We kind of talked about this before the podcast, Dawson specifically, where you know, you be professional, you being nice to your clients. Most of us have female clients. You being nice to your female clients, and they think you flirting with them. But I'm just really being professional. I'm being a good businessman. I'm giving you great service. Or you might be in a vicinity. You might be at the gym every day, and I just see you and I say hello. A lot of women take that as flirting. So how do y'all, as professionals, make it clear that you're not flirting and you just doing business? Or do y'all not do that? Do y'all just say fuck it?
It never goes past a text message. It never gets active for you to come to my crib. If we just chopping it up, joking, I'm making you feel good about yourself, and I'm not pushing the boundaries. Pushing the boundaries mean, hey, let's go out. Hey, let's get lunch. Hey, let's hang out outside the gym. I could talk and make you feel as comfortable as possible and never hang out with you past the gym.
I like that.
I love it.
Or you just, there's certain ways you go about shutting that type of energy down. Whereas though, you know, you still make them feel comfortable, but you don't give them any misleading ideas that you're trying to take it where they may feel like you're trying to take it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever energy that they're giving off, whereas though they feel like they like you, or, you know, or this guy may like, or he may have some type of feelings for me. You just kind of want to subtly shut that down before it gets to some or transpires into something that is really not given. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's certain ways that you do that, you know, whether it be like walking away, or just like, you know, or just trying to switch topics or switch gears. That way they don't feel like, oh, it is what I thought it was. But no, there's certain ways you go about it, like Dawson said, like, whereas though you don't have to perpetuate that idea that they may have in their mind.
As a coach, never lose your green trying to get in between. Message.
There's a lot of trainers that need to hear that. But you know, Ray the nicest dude on the podcast. Ray the nicest dude that goes. So I'm interested to hear how Ray separates this.
Hey,
Ray the nicest dude I've met.
Come on, salt
Ever.
pepper. Come on, salt pepper.
Come on, man.
That man is seasoned.
We waiting on your answer, Ray. Let's hear
That
it.
man is seasoned and packed. Come
Let's hear
on,
what
salt
Ray
and
got to
pepper.
say.
Ooh,
Salt
it's
and
tough.
pepper.
So you know what I'm saying? When I to separate
If she 200, Ray being too nice.
Oh,
Ray being too nice.
nah, what I would say honestly, you know what I'm saying, is just that, you know, things normally, you know what I'm saying, like you said, they don't get outside. They don't get outside of, you know, the text messages and the interaction that we have in the gym. That's what I would say. So I agree with what Dawson's talking about.
Yeah, the only reason I asked is because I'm not as nice as Ray, but I'm a nice guy, and people take that shit as flirting, and it's like, auntie, I ain't trying to flirt with you. It ain't that. It ain't none of that going on. You got me fucked up.
And being nice, especially, you know, and seeing as though we've all had female clients, right, from all shapes and sizes. But given the fact that these women know that we're pushing them to get in shape, they know that we're trying to level them up physically, mentally, spiritually, so on and so forth. You know, a lot of times they feel they take a liking towards us, right? And that's not something that they can help a lot of times. So they see us being nice as like, oh, well, he's coming on to me, he's getting me in shape, so maybe he feels like, you know, or maybe he feels like I got a shot with him, XYZ. But it's never really given that. So
no, I like we've talked about this before, Toon.
Yeah.
And honestly, everything you said is what attracts a woman. I'm leading you. I'm bettering your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you companionship. Like those three things, bro.
And you can't help it. A lot of times they come on.
What's a woman supposed to do?
They come on to you.
And then if they're attracted to you, it's a wrap.
And especially if you look like what they're, you know, what they envision as like, oh, I want my man to look like this. Like naturally, it's going to happen at some point.
Exactly.
As a trainer, you can't avoid it. You just, like Dawson mentioned, like, you know, like you guys all mentioned, you just got to shut it down before it even gets to that. Or you just don't give them that type of energy by doing the external stuff. Like, let's go grab a drink. What are you doing? Or like, let's link up outside of here. Because at that point now you're inviting that type of energy.
And I'm cool with clients texting me and shit. Like
facts.
you know,
Text me your meals.
Clients text.
I can't
They
text.
They text me after hours. They text me on the weekend, but sometimes it's like, yo, why are you texting me that? Like, I'm not like you pay me for a service. I'm not about to just be rapping with you like on some, you know what I'm saying?
On some
like
casual shit.
It'd be wild. So sometimes when when you feed into that, they'll definitely say you flirting, and they gonna put you in the group chat. They going to talk about you.
You know, there's a freaking Facebook ad of like, are we dating the same black men in a DMV?
Yeah, I've heard about that, bro.
That's crazy.
I heard about that. Yo,
So
bro,
you can't
that shit is
move the way you want to
wild.
move. Like,
Crazy.
So essentially, it's a Facebook group
Bring me
or
up to
something like
yeah.
Bring me
that,
up to
where
speed.
it's like it's a Facebook group that they have, right? Where they say, if you're dating, if a woman is dating a particular type of guy or a particular guy or whatever, they will put that guy on the page, post his picture, and be like,
who else is
and be
dating
like,
her?
who else is dating him?
That's
And
crazy.
but it's a group of like hundreds of women in a particular
In the
area.
DMV.
Imagine if we did that with these females.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. Well, I mean, we wouldn't feel a particular way.
Ray was,
These
Yeah.
joints.
Would I feel? I'd be like, oh, maybe not. Let's not get
hell
into
nah,
it.
we would feel some type of
Listen,
way.
man,
I mean,
listen.
like,
That would, you know,
nah, for
honestly-
girls to want you, they gotta say certain things to you. And for a girl to want you, the power dynamic for a girl to want you is to make you feel like you're the only one. So for like most guys do the
Correct,
same thing to every
correct.
girl.
Yeah.
So most girls want to know that other girls want you, but they know that
Fact.
you chose them. So they're gonna specifically make you either commit or say committed words to put you in that situation.
Okay.
And most men always need to know that that girl is only for them if they want to go down that road with you. So
Okay.
what most women are going to position themselves like they're the only ones for you type of thing. So if you put her in there and you see her in there, for one, you have some type of attachment as a man that you want that specific person. And the minute you see that picture come up with 10 dudes like, yeah, I'm smashing her. Oh, boy, you gonna look like Sanford and Son.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
That shit gonna get crazy, bro. That shit gonna get crazy.
So
I feel like
for a guy,
Yeah.
it would not. It's not a good idea.
No.
For a woman, it works for a
They
woman.
can compartmentalize their emotions a little bit. But I really think out of the masculinity, femininity conversation we had the other day, I think men.
Shit.
Hold on, real talk.
Oh shit.
I think men are more emotional creatures than women, in my opinion. So that means if it takes us longer time for us to get over a breakup. Like a woman, we try to get over it by going with our mans and smash, but it's an empty void of nothingness because you want your shorty back. Your shorty can leave you and get under somebody right away, but it takes you a longer time for you to get back into the dating field.
That's
real
facts,
talk.
bro.
I can agree. I can
That's
agree with
actually-
that.
You suffered for like 6 months in a dark
Yeah,
room,
she back
crying.
she back to the streets quick.
She
as
back
shit.
to the streets in 2 weeks. You over here holding your heart together.
She back to the streets.
Especially if any guy ever like fell in love and a girl made you fall in love, you're trying to piece yourself back together mentally before you even put yourself back out there. Because every girl that meets you, if you are still jaded and you come from a jaded place, they're gonna let your ass know ASAP.
But Ray said, "What if she's a boss babe?"
Nah, if she a
I'm
boss
fucking with
babe.
you, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with no boss babe. You just can't bring that masculine energy home. That's it. There's only one throne. You can sit next
We're
to.
gonna change gears. We gotta
See?
change.
They don't
We
want
gotta
that.
change
They
gears.
don't want the
We
truth.
gotta. This is a fitness podcast.
Listen, fitness these
This is a
emotions too.
fitness podcast.
Fitness emotions too. Shit.
Oh man, listen, bro.
Can we talk about? It's like, no, let me check.
All right, we're
I
gonna.
been dropping gold out this.
All right, we're gonna get in some trainer talk, and then we you know what I'm saying, we a little all over the place today. But I want to talk about, and I know Ray's big on this too, why men should focus on body recomposition instead of just trying to lose weight, step on the scale. Me and Ray, we see dudes in the gym every day just running on a treadmill, focusing on the weight going down on the scale, where they need to focus on nutrition. They need to focus on building muscle. They need to focus on getting stronger to change their body. And women too. We can throw women in the conversation too.
100%.
But it's men talking. So I said men, but women as well. So
I will always say cardio makes you a smaller version of what you already look like.
cardio makes you a smaller
Message.
version of your fat self. Is that what you said?
That's big.
You're gonna be a smaller big back. You just do all cardio. You still a big back. It's just a little bit smaller. Medium back, big back ass. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
I feel like folks need to be well rounded rather than just putting so much emphasis on cardio. You need to strength train. You need to have a balanced exercise routine, because we get so hard pressed on trying to wear the number on the scale. Like, you physically can't wear the number on the scale, but you can wear the actual look. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time we get so caught up on, oh, I need to be this amount of pounds, or if I'm not 200 pounds. But if you really ask people, like, man, if you really ask a person, like, man, do you really care about the number on the scale, or do you care about how you physically look? And they'll sit there for a second, like, oh, I actually care about how I look. So I'm like, all right, so let's not get so caught up on the physical number and worry about what you actually look like, the physique wise. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for men and women.
But Ray said if it's 200.
Yeah.
I like that quote though. If you have the vision for the new you, you gotta sacrifice the old you. So whatever you're trying to do, you gotta realize it. To become that person takes a lot of sacrifice. So you gotta sacrifice food. You gotta sacrifice the sweets. You gotta sacrifice the time that you want to be scrolling mindlessly on your Instagram or whatever you're on your phone doing. Because if you look at your phone algorithm and you can see what you focus on the most, some people can see they're on Instagram for like 21 hours. That means you only sleep for 3 hours. And you're on IG and TikTok scrolling for 16 hours. And you can't give yourself an hour. So I really think even social media is another thing. Like, you got all these girls doing BBLs. You got all these women out here getting flown out by guys. Things are not looking realistic anymore. So everybody's chasing a fantasy that they don't know takes hard work to get there. So if you don't appreciate that everybody is an individual cell, and it took 2 billion sperm cells to get to egg to fertilize, you have to die to get there. For you to have 2 arms, 2 legs, and an able body, and you're not utilizing it on the time you have here on earth, and you're just killing it slow, you didn't do your service as a person to take care of the best gift you got. Message. I throw some gems in there.
I would
that was fire, bro.
I would have to say.
Go ahead, Ray. My bad.
No, you're good. When it comes to like body recomposition, I think that's a really great topic to bring up, because, like you said, a lot of people think when it comes to getting in the gym that it's really all about losing weight. Like, everything's about losing weight, hours upon hours of cardio and things of that nature. And I feel like it's just a lack of education of, like, you know, what lifting will do for your body. You know what I'm saying? Because there are cardio aspects of lifting. There are cardio aspects of strength training. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Toon can put together a workout that involves strength training that will get their heart rate way higher than just doing steady state cardio, walking on the treadmill.
And I want to add, when me and you work out together, like, sometimes I'll run the workout, sometimes you run the workout. I'll be dead when Ray run the workout, and vice versa, because you train it differently, and you can absolutely get a cardio aspect from training with weights, superset, tricep, minimal rest break. So I just want to add volume, exactly.
Volume.
When we do the 10-10-10, you know, what I'm saying, 30 reps on a leg press at a time.
Absolutely.
It's crazy,
heart
bro.
rate to be 150, 140, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we not even on a Stairmaster. We working out, we strength training, we lifting heavy things, you know what I mean? So it's just a lack of education that people don't understand, that you can, like, actually get the best of both worlds from lifting, and also still getting your cardio in at the same time, for doing both. If you're moving at a good pace and you're not BSing and texting on your phone and checking Instagram while you're working out. So I would say that part. But also too, you know what I mean, if we just want to bring it to a point of just something that's more realistic, like a lot of these women that we train follow a lot of influencers, right? And these influencers look phenomenal, you know what I'm saying, if they haven't gotten work done, because it's, you know, fraudulent people out there. We're
gonna talk about that real soon. We about to talk about that real soon.
But there are also a lot of people that I can name that are authentic, that actually put the work in, lift heavy things, and it benefits them, and they look phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And those are the females that they follow. They got the notification on for this chick, because they're like, yo, I want to see what she's doing and stuff like that. And my thought is that these women, they lift weights, you know what I'm saying? They actually go through the process of lifting weights, eating enough calories to look a particular way. So when they come to me and they're like, hey, I want to look like this chick, and I'm just like, yo, so this chick eats like 4 to 5 times a day. Like real food. like not snacks. You know what I'm saying? And she also lifts real weights.
And she strength trains.
Yeah. So
But they don't want to get bulky and look like a man.
I feel you, but like when they say that to me, I'll be like, I want you to look at the some of the top influencers that you follow. They may not post the boring ass workouts that's going to get you there, and that's a disservice to you. But at the end of the day, all the chicks that look phenomenal, they do boring ass workouts over and over again.
Yeah.
They squat 2 to 3 times a week. They do lunges. They do hip thrusts 2 to 3 times a week. All the shit that you run from, they do that shit twice a week.
And they're eating consistently. They're eating the
Right.
consistent meals. They're eating chicken all week, salmon all week. You know what I'm saying? Ground turkey, ground beef all week. The meals are consistent along with the workouts.
So I'm so with that being said, body recomposition is definitely something that I'm glad you brought it up. And you know what I'm saying, some of your followers, I would love for them to look it up, research it, figure it out, because if you want your physique to change, that's what you got to look into. Body recomposition. It is where it's at.
It's definitely superior to weight loss. Yep. All right. Well, everybody good on that topic?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, good work, fellas. We killing this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Rob, we're gonna bring up that second clip whenever you're ready.
Oh, that is
gonna bring up
I
that
already know
second.
that second clip about to sound crazy.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Listen, Dawson and Ray just had a welcome to the show moment themselves. But they had a welcome to the show, man. So
I love this guy.
we're
This
gonna
guy
switch
is
gears a little bit.
he is
man.
funny as shit.
Funny as hell.
He's
bro.
transparent as hell. I love this.
That's what
dude.
I'm saying. You gotta be direct with motherfuckers, man. All that soft coddling shit.
And then lying about it as you enter your personal trainer trying to sell booty programs era. Tanya Love, welcome to the show. Today we welcome Tanya Love, 15,000 followers, and she recently developed the new era. You see, now she's the helpful fitness girly. She's going to help you girls with a fast metabolism grow a booty just like she did her own. You see, her squat routine to get as thick as her is coming soon. And if you ask her if it's real, she'll say very much so.
So let me show you guys what 4 exercises help me grow my glute.
You see, I noticed that you were following this plastic surgeon, which led me to his page, which led me to this January 21 promotional post about one of his clients, to which in the caption he talks about giving the client a BBL. And that client is you. Look at the tattoos. Here's another photograph from that post. Look at this tattoo. Ah, come on. Why do you post shit like this knowing that you went to a surgeon for your body goals? You can't just decide you want to be a fitness trainer, all of a sudden pivot, start putting on some short shorts, going to Crunch, and selling booty programs, which is exactly what it seems like you're doing when you asked yourself all these questions in your Q&A. So to answer the question, is it real? The answer is no. It's the work of Dr. Alexis.
Damn.
Shout out Goob, man. Shout out.
Welcome
Shout out
to the
Goob.
show. Shout out Goob.
So
man.
the reason why I put this on the podcast was because Ray was like, "Yo, Chris, I want to talk to you about that clip that you reacted to." And I was like, "Let's talk about it." Ray said it's corny to expose people, and he doesn't believe that you should build a following off of it. I'm the opposite. I feel like it's absolutely necessary with all the surgeries going on, all the steroids going on, all the lies, people selling a 6-week program, selling a dream, and not, really telling the truth of what you did to get your body right.
So I didn't say it was corny. I
Oh.
said that what I said was that it is it. I
You ain't agree with it. That was the point. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I said. Let me tell you exactly what I said. This is what I said.
Stop the cap.
I saw my man's story, right? Chris had posted a dude on the story, right? And I looked at it. I was like, dang. I was like, he's calling out this chick that has this BBL or whatever the case may be. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? It's not cool to be fraudulent, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go to dude's page. So I go to dude's page, and dude has his whole shit is just pointing out fraudulent people. I was like, damn. I was like, all right, that's what he does. All right, cool. But my thought is, I'm not going to put, and this is for me personally, dude can do what he does.
Sure.
But me, I'm not about to put my energy into looking for people to call out about fraudulent shit that they're doing. It would have been different if it was a 1-off, 2-off, whatever. But his whole page is about it. And I was just like, I'm not going to chase down folks and be like, you know what I'm saying, or do research and look into it like that to be like, hey, this person's fraudulent, that person's fraudulent. I'm the type of person that live your life. You want to be fraudulent? Other niggas will find out on their own. It ain't gonna be me who calls you out because I don't live that type of lifestyle where I have to look out. And so I never said it was corny. I actually,
well, you know what I meant though. You
no.
All right, maybe my wording was wrong, but you didn't agree with.
I just want to make sure it was correct, you know, because you know me, you know, I'm not that type of nigga that be like, and nigga call a nigga corny. But at either rate, it was more so the fact that I can't base his following is major, and his following is based off of him calling folks out. And I'm just like, that's just not me personally. He can do it. He's good. If he has like about 400,000 followers, I'm like, do your thing or whatever the case may be. But for me, I feel like I would prefer to focus my energy on other things.
So I'm gonna let y'all two chime in. I just want to say this real quick though. It's easy for us to point out the frauds. It's easy for us to point out the bullshit because we educated on this. We got experience in it. But you know what I'm saying? Big Bone Brenda might believe that there's a 6-week program. You know what I'm saying? Tall Tummy Tommy might believe it's an ab challenge that he can do to get rid of that tummy. So it kind of is. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's our responsibility, but you know, I feel like for myself, it's my duty to point out that bullshit as someone who's educated, who has experience, who works on this, who studies this, and who's passionate about it. So y'all two could chime in, but that's just my opinion on it.
You know, I love Goop's content, right? Because what we see now and what IG and social media as a collective has perpetuated is this narrative that people are taking the fitness space and they're making it to whatever they want to make it into. And more times than not, it's very superficial and it's very misleading. You know, a lot of women are getting BBLs and then are selling courses. A lot of guys are getting their abs done and selling courses. And a lot of people, the average Joes, like you just mentioned, they're not going to know, 2 + 2. They're just going to see, oh, well, damn, she put in the work. And maybe if I follow her lead, I can get the same results, not knowing that, she got work done and the work is so amazing. It's so good that it would fool us, guys who are educating the game and, could tell the difference, but the work is so good. It's fooling folks who have been in the field for so long. And I respect Goop for doing that. I mean, that's his thing though, to go, chase people, not necessarily chase people down, but to like do research and expose these fake fitfluencers who are, trying to sway people and, push their course, but they're not being transparent. And I don't like that because it's already bad out here for the folks who, are uneducated about nutrition, who don't know how to exercise, who are really looking for people to lead them the correct way. And we have everybody out here just trying to make a dime off, the unaware. And I don't really fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I would want people to be more transparent about their results and their goals and do it that way. But I like Goop's. I like his content. It's funny, but not only is it funny though, he's really trying to, I guess, make this social media like a more believable platform.
Absolutely.
As it regards to the fitness environment.
I look at it for you, Ray, like it makes your job a little easier because it weeds out the poor information. So you don't have to keep reiterating it for every client that comes your way. If 80% of your clientele is women, they're not, and you send them that video, you send them their page, half of the information that they ask you would be squared off. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes your job easy. So if that's how he gets his money and that's how he gets paid. Like there's like stuff from my community, like the boxing community. There's people out here throwing combinations that make no sense. There's even a page about it on IG where it's called Hall of Shame, where people can't hold mitts, they can't throw punches, they can't do that, but they're coaching so many people. Or if you ever seen, not talking trash about the coach, but
talk that shit.
Certain celebrities have boxing coaches. I know you've seen a couple of celebrities throwing punches on the mitts because the coach rushed their mitts so they can get those celebrities on camera so they can show off the celebrities, but didn't really put the time in to make the person good on the mitts. The only celebrity I can know that's really good on the mitts is Wiz Khalifa. Other than that, think about all the other boxing coaches that's training higher ups, but they didn't get that skill set yet. So it's like you see it and people call it out. It makes your job a little easier because then people will be like, oh, this is the real versus the fake. This is the work I got to put in versus getting the BBL. Some girls, they gain weight just to get fat transfers and all that extra stuff and put some work in the gym. So,
so what I would say is I agree with what you're saying, Dawson. I do feel like it does make my job easier, and it is good to have a voice out there that is, exposing, frauds or better yet, making my job hard. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, you know what I'm saying, my whole point is just that for me is just like my energy. Like I'm just not going to be, for me personally, what I'm doing is not what I'm going to do. And like when I saw Chris and I saw him, I was like, dang, his whole
he's making a lot of money it's so easy to have your algorithm. Like right now, you're a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
If I go on your phone now, not go on your Instagram, your whole page will be full of bodybuilding, wellness, fitness, and bikini,
big joints,
big whatever.
Yeah.
But you will have that full on your page, and then you'll see certain bodies, and you'll be like, I know she's taking something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would be easy just to go down on the page and then you fully understand that person's breakdown, that person's DNA. So if he's doing it, it just makes your job easy. Whether you would do it or not do it, at the end of the day, it takes away conversations by just throwing that page to somebody.
And I don't have a problem with what he does. He does that. He makes his money. That's what he does. But just because he does it doesn't necessarily mean that it's what I would do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he could do what he does. Like, honestly, he had my attention. When I looked at his page, I was scrolling for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's not what I would put my energy to. So that's the reason why this came up. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to just clarify what this is all about.
I got you.
Absolutely, man. Everything ain't for everybody, man. So why do y'all think people lie about BBLs and steroids?
Because I think it's an insecurity and a lack of something that they like. You know how like some people can't be in a relation, they can't be by themselves, so they have to have a relationship for them to feel like they're whole. So the same thing. Like I want to get to that extra peak, but I don't believe in myself 110% to get there. So I'm gonna use this cheat code to get there. Like imagine like. Some people will take 3 months and then they'll break and say, I can't do this anymore. And they'll go on to a cheat code. And that goes back to my championship mindset. You can't cheat the grind. You get punched in the face and you didn't put yourself in position to understand what punch that person was going to throw. That's on you. And you feel the full accountability in every action when you're fighting someone. That's why I do jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, box, and I wrestle. It's the mindset of, you got to understand, like when you lift weights, you're so accustomed to it. So you're just lifting and there's so many years of you doing it. I can go 10 years of boxing. I step in there with another type of lion and he hits me. Boom, different type of thoughts go in my mind. It's like, oh shit, that just hit me. Like if you do my workout or if you do his workout and it hits you different, it's a different conversation. You got to talk to yourself to get yourself through that workout. And you got to get yourself through that end. Some people don't make it to that end. So they need a cheat code. Like that's how Gatorade was created. When a person drank Gatorade and they said it could push you further, make you this, make you that. Jordan, same mindset. You put Jordans on, you can jump higher. You can do this, you can do that off some airs. So it's the same concept to those, but that is very significant. And it fucks up your health. Like you could grow another section of your heart taking steroids. And BBLs, you can get blood clots for every operation. They don't care about the repercussion because they really want to obtain that goal. But is perfection really that important for you to try to obtain? Damn. Hey, I've been dropping gems. I know you hit it.
Oh, this guy.
This man says it's going to be my last show. Ain't that a goddamn lie?
So, CMarty, you said your question. Why do you think?
Why do people lie about it? Like, why do people lie about taking steroids or getting the BBL surgery?
I think it's because they just don't want to expose themselves, or they don't want to expose the fact that they cheated the grind. You know what I'm saying? They cheated the process, which I don't respect at all. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why put the money up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like why take the time out, put the energy into it, and lie about it? Like why you can't be happy about what you paid for, what you put the money up for? I don't understand that.
It's an insecure thing. Nobody wants to expose themselves and have other people deem them in that light. Like, oh, this person was insecure. They had to do this X, Y, Z to get the results, and then that person lie about the results that they claim they work for when they know damn well it was another avenue. And that's another that goes back to, you know, Goob exposing folks in the fitness world. You know, people editing their photos, trying to make their bodies look differently than what it is, or, you know, people trying to make their waist smaller, X, Y, Z. It's all fraud, it's all cap, and it's misleading. And unfortunately, that's what it is these days in the fitness community. And it just paints a poor narrative to folks who got it out the mud, who knows what the grind takes, who put in the work daily. Folks like us who strive off trying to get the results the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's crazy that you sorry, ladies. I don't care. really don't give a fuck. I'm speaking facts. Ladies, you fly to Colombia or DR,
Man,
you paid 10, 15, 20 bands for the surgery. The shit is painful. You got to get put to sleep. You putting your life at risk.
You could possibly die on the table.
Possibly die. You got to roll through the airport in a wheelchair. The shit hurts.
You can't sit on the plane.
You got to suffer on the plane.
Suffer on the plane. You smell like because of the fucking all the blood drainage and all that shit. You get back to the States and talking about it's real. Like you go through all of that to say this shit is real. And you went through all of this trauma, this traumatic experience, and had a nerve to sell a fucking meal plan or a workout plan to women. I think that's insane.
That's nuts.
That is a mental illness, bruh. That is a mental illness.
And it's become a trend. It's become a fad. You know, and we live in a copycat world. Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of these women are doing it because they feel like us guys that's what we like to see. And it's crazy. And a lot of guys do like to see that bullshit, but it's a lot of the guys that don't really be in the gym. You know what I'm saying? They just the regular rappers, or you feel me? The tricks of the world, X, Y, Z. Who?
This is a fitness podcast, so I can't go too.
Yeah. We won't divert too far off topic for real. But
I'm gonna just say this: as men, whether it's small booty, medium booty, big booty, natural, if it's shown on Instagram, we're double tapping. We're gonna look at it. And a lot of the BBL girls tend to show their ass. That's why they get the attention. It's not necessarily that dudes are like, I want a BBL girl. I want that. I like that. I want to bring her home to mom.
It's definitely not the case in regards to BBL girls. You know what I'm saying? No, guys who like BBL girls, honestly, at the end of the day, you just want to see how it feels.
It's eye candy.
You just want to see how it feels. That's really all it is. You just want to see how it feels. You want to experiment with it. But are we really taking it serious though?
Not at all.
Correct.
It's just it's a good time.
But that's what I want the ladies to know, that who are thinking about getting a BBL just because they see the chicks that are getting, you know what I'm saying?
And what if she's 200?
They're saying, I like natural women. So that I like a natural 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So a woman with a BBL that's 200 pounds, that's not gonna work for me. But honestly, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Chicks who get BBLs or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that we really actually take you serious. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
I don't take this shit serious at all.
Exactly. And you know that, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Right, you got a whole bunch of your boys that you train that be like, check this chick out. You look at the picture, she got a BBL. You're like, bro, that's not real.
Yeah.
We see it in the gym all the time. And as soon as I see it, I just look and laugh. I'm like, yo, this bitch looks so goofy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so when them chicks walk up to us and, or if any females listen to this podcast, if you're thinking about getting a BBL, don't get the BBL. We give you attention. The attention is not authentic. It's not an authentic, genuine want for you.
Really not positive.
It's a fantasy attention.
Exactly.
Really
we just want to see how it feels. Let me just touch it just to see what it feels like. You paid all the money for it. Let me touch it. That's all we really want to do.
Let me clap it.
We're not looking for you for anything more than that.
Yeah, wow.
I know you're not talking about wild. You gonna call us wild?
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know what they're talking about. They wild.
All right, bro.
What about
Mr. Miami and LA?
What about-
Don't know what we're talking about. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hold on. What about he said something. What about women that get tummy tucks based on confidence? Like some people get BBLs because of the lack of confidence.
Tummy tucks is different because a lot of women get tummy tucks because of stubborn fat they you can't get rid of, or maybe
Kids.
They might have a scar or a little excess fat from that. But I think it's ridiculous if your BMI is like 40 and you're getting a tummy tuck. I think that's crazy. You know what
If
I'm
your
saying? It's
quads,
different levels.
if your quads don't match your butt and you look like a capital letter P in a letter of the day, don't get a BBL.
Wow.
Capital
And this
P.
is the same guy that just called us wild.
No, but I feel like you brought up a good point.
Alphabet.
I feel like you brought up a good point with the whole confidence thing. You know what I'm saying? The confidence things is real though. It's real.
Uppercase. You said an uppercase P.
Uppercase
A
B.
lowercase B upside down. A
Legs
lowercase D upside down.
small but big. If you look like a capital letter, if you look like Count Dracula is talking about letter of the day on Sesame Street.
All right, yo. Okay. All right. All right, yo.
We for PG, dog. We gotta crack the
All
joke.
right, yo. Niggas trying to get me canceled. We're gonna keep it moving. We got one more topic. Man. We got one more topic before we wrap up, man.
I was quiet for at least 5 minutes before I said anything smart.
But that's crazy. That's what you follow up with after you call us wild. But anyway, it seems like
next time you see capital letter P, and let them know, hey, the letter of the day, shorty.
It's crazy. Yo.
Y'all know y'all seen those small quads and everything else. She started to look like Brainiac, got the Jimmy Neutron hips.
Like a fucking alien, fucking ants, fucking Bugs Life.
A Bug's
Bugs
Life.
Life.
Fuck out
A Bug's Life for real.
Lord Jesus, don't get me canceled.
Cricket's about to get your ass. Grasshoppers, fuck out of here.
Boy, you gonna get this light bug away from me?
Disney Channel ass, fuck out of here. All right. That's enough. All right.
Oh, that was funny.
That was hilarious. All right. It seems now that, all of us are established trainers in the industry. It seems like nowadays being a trainer is like the cool thing. Everybody wants to be a trainer. You get on the gram, post a couple workouts, and you posing as a trainer. People don't have no certification, no experience, don't know what the hell they talking about, don't understand the workouts, don't understand what's the point of the workouts, but everybody wants to be a trainer, man. So how do y'all feel about that? I just want to get y'all insights on it. And do y'all notice it? It's something I noticed. I don't know if y'all notice it too, but
all certificates ain't created equal.
That's facts.
On top of that, like the stuff on Instagram, all the crazy ass exercises using 5-6 different tools. Body weight exercises can get you to where you need to be. Like people in jail don't have half of those tools that you're pulling for. Like
none of those tools.
You got bands around your knees, bands around your feet, bands around your neck, bands around all these different.
They really
jumping
think
on
everybody
the
get a
treadmill,
fat ass
like,
with them booty bands.
Don't let those crazy people doing crazy shit on Instagram, and then you create a simple squat exercise, and the person is telling you, "Oh, you're not gonna add a kettlebell, and you're not gonna add a band around my waist." And listen, basics get you to where you need to go. If you know a salt and pepper packet can season the hell out your food, you don't need 20 billion different seasoning in one chicken, making your sodium level go too high. Pick something that works for you, make it as simple as possible. And then when you get comfortable in your workouts, then you can go across the board and go to multi-planar exercises, unilateral, tempo switch, pause parts of your workouts, or whatever case might be. Other than that, keep it simple. All that crazy shit, stepping on a dumbbell, doing a squat with a Smith machine and the dumbbell collapse underneath you, that's your dumb ass. All right, one ACL tear, one Achilles heel tear, and that's a wrap for you. That's bread.
Facts.
This is a great topic, CMarty, because as we're seeing it more and more, it's just like anybody feels like they can be a trainer. And like Dawson said, all certificates are not created equal. Not everybody's cut out to be a trainer, but given the fact that we're exposed to this, it all goes back to the social media garbage where it's just like anybody feels like they can become a trainer because that's like it's the cool thing to do. Fitness is in. So anybody feel like they can just coach you to be a trainer, but not knowing it's like, man, you got to look a certain way. People got to be wanting to follow your direction. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some overweight trainers though.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's like
a lot of big back trainers out here.
Man, we can talk about this all day, but there's a lot of people not cut out for this industry, and they feel like they can do it just because it's a cool thing based on what they see on social media, not knowing that it's just like it takes work to even be in this position. You got to be able to bring your body or get your body to a certain point before you can even start to give instruction or have people feel like they can follow your lead or your instruction, your guidance to get them to where you once were, or to get them to be where you're at currently. So it's just a lot of cap in the industry, and and social media always is going to perpetuate that narrative.
That's why we need Goob, man.
That's why we need Goob,
That's why we need Goob, man. I know Ray don't.
Shout out to Goob, man. Welcome to the show.
I don't know why he trying to make the narrative that I don't feel like we need Goob. I want to make it clear, dog. Goob is necessary. It's not what I would do.
I just want you
got
to
that
admit
shit all fucked up.
I just want you to admit it. That's all.
Brother. You got it fucked up, brother. We need Goob. The industry needs
that's
Goob.
all I wanted to hear, bro.
Nah, because when I brought it to you originally, you got it all fucked up. I said, listen, it's not something I would do. That's what I said. And you came on here and you were like, I said he was corny. Nah, nigga, he's legit. It's just not what I would do.
Niggas got to clear their name up. Like,
Nah.
CMarty was on some bullshit.
Nigga, nope.
CMarty was wrong. I ain't say that. All right.
That's
I apologize, bro. My bad.
Stand your ground, Ray.
My bad, bro. My bad. At the end of the day, what I got was you wasn't fucking with it. That's what I got from it.
Wow.
That's what I got from it.
Wow. Did I say I
But
wouldn't do it?
We also.
I said no. I said I wouldn't do it. Is what I said.
We also had a quick conversation about it, though.
I said I wouldn't do it. I said it's not something I would do. So don't come on here and say that I would say that it's corny.
I could have swore you said you don't fuck with it.
Nah, brother. I said that it's not something I would do.
Was a quick combo.
Come on.
But
you can't do it. And I told you before we came on this shit, I said, listen, make sure that it's clear.
That's what I got from it. That's what I got from it, bro. That's what I got.
Nah.
I want to get back to the big girl topic. You feel me?
All right, we all wrapping up. But go ahead, bring the topic up because we wrapping up.
I'm just saying, like, we need like 3 pictures of what our version of a big girl is for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they understand.
That's what I'm saying, because my thought is if I showed you what I'm talking about,
if he's seen it, he'll know.
Exactly.
You know
it's a couple of jokes in the gym. There's a couple of jokes in the gym.
Amber Rose, do you consider her big or small?
She's not a big drunk.
She a thick fit. What you want to call her?
I think she does work out. I would say she's fit.
What drink?
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose.
Ain't she BB'd up?
I don't know. She might be natural for real. She used to be a stripper, bro. She might be natural.
I think she got BBL for Amber Rose.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like,
I don't know if she got.
Let's get a natural example. That's not like.
I thought Amber Rose was natural.
Them industry chicks. You
Yeah,
can't really.
natural.
You can't really.
A natural joke.
I can't even think of it.
All right, get on your IG, Ray. We know Ray first picture. Thick joint on Ray's algorithm.
Damn. I'm trying to think of a big girl. I can't think of a big girl.
So y'all condone the big girl shit, but can't
I haven't had
one
big
big
girl.
girl.
I haven't had a big girl.
So the
since
thought,
99
the thought is like when I say a big girl, like I
she
said,
can cook.
what?
Yeah.
Nah, more so like
Skinny Jones can't cook.
honestly, it's all about proportion. If you're a big, I'm thinking more voluptuous. Voluptuous is what I'm thinking. Like you're bigger, you're taller, you got curves. That's my thought. When you thinking big girl, Chris, you thinking like all you think about is big back.
Sloppy.
Yeah, that's all
got
that nigga.
3
That
rolls
nigga,
on
That's
her back.
sloppy, bro.
that nigga dreams about sloppy bitches, dog. That's what his shit.
Whoa.
All right.
What are we doing?
When you pick up,
What are we doing?
when you pick up,
What
a
are we
girl,
doing?
when you pick up a big girl, do you ever struggle?
I I don't pick up no big girls.
All right, when you pick up any girl, do you ever have a little struggle?
I don't have no struggle, bro. I lift heavy as shit, bro. I'm legit. Ray, lift with me, bro. I lift heavy.
But y'all
as shit.
lifting like 115 pounds.
No, I don't, bro. I lifting 300-400.
Let's
talking about.
These men want those paper mache jumps.
Bro,
you know
my
what I'm
man. I lift more than you though. So whatever
I
woman
ain't
you
with the
lifting up,
lifting.
I can lift up two of her at the
I
same
ain't
time.
lifting heavy.
Don't mean I'm going to do it. It
I
don't mean I'm
lift
going to
heavy
do it. But all I'm saying is, I'm glad. Perfect example: black men keeping black women overweight.
No, I'm not. No, we
That's
not.
not it.
Caribbean men, we like.
I'm with
Y'all
Dawson.
let me know in the
Hey,
comments.
Dawson, he thought that I would be on a different page
If
with
you
you.
are-
I'm
y'all
on the
let me
same
know in
page
the
with you. Hey, bro, I wish I had a picture of what I'm
That's
talking
what I'm
about,
saying.
bro.
Thick fit.
But
Like,
what
thick
you're
fit.
not doing is put yourself in the shoes of a woman.
Okay.
A woman hears this, no matter what size she is, whether she 200, whether she 250, whether she 180, and she has aspirations of losing weight. When she hears fit men who represent fitness saying this shit, what is her reaction?
Talking about most fitness
Hold
dudes
on,
like
hold-
big girls in the fitness industry.
Where's this coming from? Who
A
is
lot
most
of-
dudes?
a lot
I
of
know
big-
plenty of fitness
Time out,
dudes, bro.
A lot of fitness dudes wants to be messiahs to the girls that they date. I know a lot of fitness dudes that will date a girl
I don't know
who's a
what-
7
I
because
don't
she's
know
a little overweight, and then he gets her to a 10, and that be his joint.
I know a lot of fitness dudes that
You
I
know
don't
damn
what
well
you
you
talking
want-
about, bro.
Bro, Marty.
I lived in LA for 2 years,
Talking about
bro.
you never had a fixer bear.
Nah,
You never had a joint you had to
my
fix.
joints that I cuff was always fit.
See, you ain't,
I'm not
putting the hard work in, brother.
I'm not going for a joint that I gotta
That's what I'm
get
saying.
to that
I don't
level.
got time
I
for
need
that,
you to
bro.
come. I
Like,
need you to come with the mindset already
Yeah,
there.
That's
mindset
how like
to
half
have
of
it.
these Jones out here that's chasing after men that have to have everything in already.
No, it's not.
The money,
No,
the,
it's not,
the
bro.
money, the
No,
fitness,
it's
the
not.
mentality, the
Bro,
leadership.
that's not
the this,
comparable.
that, and
That's actually
I need-
not comparable.
that sound like them girls that be like, I need a 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figure nigga. That
for
sounds like
asking a woman
that's
to
666 to
hold
me.
up.
That sounds like
hold up,
666
hold
to
up,
me.
Hold up. You talking about shit? You talking about shit?
She need to be already equipped.
Dudes can't control their height, and a lot of dudes they're not even going to reach their financial peak at our age. Even at Ray's the oldest one, he's probably not at his financial peak. He getting older. His money going to continue to go up as he get older. So that's different than you asking a woman to go to the gym 4 times a week for an hour. 4 hours out of 168 hours in a week.
But some
And
women wants to be led though.
To eat moderately, most of your meals to be healthy and just
But some
your
women want to
cheating
be
in
led
moderation.
though. Some women want you to lead them to the gym and show them a safe, nurturing way
So,
to get to the gym.
Yeah, okay.
Message.
But I train mostly women, and so does Ray. And trying to lead a woman who's not who isn't on that path, I can't be in a relationship with you because now I can't be your coach and your dude. A lot of women can't separate that. That's why I need a woman who already got that. Because when I start doing my coaching, I'm sorry, I can't help it. My coaching, she ain't gonna want to fuck with me after that. She gonna think I'm mean, I'm rude, I'm misogynistic, all the fucking buzzwords, fat phobic, all that bullshit.
You gonna call your shorty a big back in the middle of a set?
I won't call her big back, but I tell her she's doing big back activities. Come on, bro. I keep it 1,000. What are you talking about? You out here with your big back friends doing big back activities. I'm gonna tell her that. I don't care. I need a joint who like, you know what, Chris, you right. I gotta get it back together. I gotta get back in the lab. And there's plenty of women who's cool with that. So I'm gonna just rock with them. I'm not about to sit here and try to change no woman, a grown woman way. I'm 30. So a woman who 27, 28, 29, 30 and above in my age range, they not trying to hear that shit. They more than likely not going to change. They stuck in their ways. And if they do change, that's going to be on them. But it's not coming from me because they stuck in their ways. They got to have an awakening. So I'm not with that shit.
Facts.
I do this shit, man. Stop playing, I'm a pro, man. Pro podcaster. Fuck out of here. Ray's silent. Ray's like, I don't agree.
Still throwing riches in this
with Chris, man. Fuck that.
You can ask him. I had some
Give me
moments.
that thick joint. I'm gonna change your life. It's like, no, I'm fucking with you, Ray. You my man.
No,
Ray,
you good.
Ray,
You good. You good. You good, man.
Ray,
You good. You good.
Ray, my man, bro.
I'm just antagonizing. I like that. I like the answer.
You know what I'm saying, man, come on, bro. I can explain everything, but
I mean, I like you just to have your own thing going on. Whatever you like, whatever your fitness is. I just hope you either try boxing or try martial arts because that would be very like, that's one thing I think parents really did not specify to kids growing up. Because once you get in your first fight, you realize, God damn, I'm fucking alone. Ain't nobody can help me. Ain't nobody can. Fighting and lifting weights and cardio and all that is completely different.
Facts.
Because all the adrenaline you get from lifting weights and all the dopamine, all that extra stuff, you can push yourself and you can continue doing it in a steady pace. But when you have an adrenaline dump because you got punched in the face and you did not handle that emotionally, and then now your legs ain't working, your arms numb, the shit heavy, the butterflies just turned your whole body into stone. It's the worst feeling, especially getting hit with a body shot and a man is standing on top of you. You can't do nothing about it. It's like a horror movie. So if you don't take your son, take your daughter, and you put them in, and a lot of parents are so scared to see their kids get hit, so they put them in like taekwondo and they put them in stuff that taekwondo is a good sport, but they let them quit because it gets tough. But at the end of the day, like when stuff goes down, confidence is not what you lifting in the gym. Confidence knows I can handle my shit. Not the thought like, oh, I can grip 400 pounds and lift it up, so this nigga ain't gonna give me no problem. No, I promise.
Nah, that's different. You right. This
You
shit
give
is
a
way
major
different.
my number one quote to big niggas is, yeah, you can build muscle everywhere, but not your throat and not your groin. You get punched in the throat, it's a wrap.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pause that.
Yeah. Real talk.
We're gonna pause that.
You know how many times I seen a dude, big dudes are like the first guy.
We're gonna pause.
Real talk. Like off no pause shit. Big dudes are the first dudes.
It's a fitness podcast. What is this nigga talking about, bro?
You punch somebody in the throat, it's a wrap. I'm thinking about it in self-defense. If you do Krav Maga, if you do any martial arts, the first thing you do in a street fight is punch somebody in the throat. The second thing you do to a guy,
They're gonna
like
demonetize me.
like a bouncer, is you kicking them in the groin. Period. Like if a big dude grabs me, you get a knee chop to the throat, then it's your nose, then it's I'm over with you. Then
Yeah, I think you should have said that first.
all your nervous system is in your spine. You hit them in the back of the head, boom, their whole legs, everything short circuit.
That's facts though.
But a lot of people don't know how to use their body in a fight. But when I say throat and groin, it's the first two things that they teach you in Krav Maga. Chop them in the throat, kick them in the groin. It's over. The first thing you put, the pain receptors is in the throat first. So they grab both hands to their throat. And then when you kick them to the groin, it collapses them completely. Because their body and their minds, it goes haywire.
That makes sense.
But you do got some athletic dudes that take both shots and still keep ticking.
You gotta be a different mentality.
You gotta be a monster.
Yes. Hey, look, man, that was a hell of an episode, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on, man. Definitely, the men's panel is the most requested episode that I get on this podcast. So I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. Any closing remarks before we get out of here, and then y'all can just plug in y'all Instagrams and y'all handles.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yep.
Yeah, so to all you guys out there, if you're going through anything, seek help, seek a therapist, seek a personal trainer, seek some type of guidance. You don't have to fight the battle alone. There's people out there that will help you. There's people out there that will listen to you. There's people out there that will guide you and, let you know that it's okay. You don't have to deal with everything, by yourself, so that's number one. Number two, shout out to CMarty again for allowing us to come on here and just kind of, talk our stuff, what I'm saying? Help encourage folks out there and, continue to encourage folks to elevate mentally, physically, spiritually through fitness. And, we laugh and joke about these things, about certain things, but it's all for a good cause, right? If you guys want to find me or you guys want to locate me, I'm on Instagram at Sweat for the Check, spelled just how it sounds, Sweat for the Check. And I'm on YouTube at Sweat Check, one word. Appreciate you, CMarty, once more.
Yes, sir. My Instagram handle is That Saint Life, not spelled the ghetto way, THATSAINT Life. I always say to everybody, man, aim for the top because the bottom is overcrowded. Message.
Been on here before, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been a great time. Ray All Day, IFBB Pro, 24/7. That's where you can find me. And look forward to being on again.
For sure, man. And again, I want to thank y'all for coming on. And everyone watching, I want to thank y'all for watching. And we just going to leave with the same message I started with. If you do not want to unbig your back, you have no business watching this podcast. If you don't want to get rid of your belly, you have no business watching this podcast. If you don't want to level up physically, mentally, you don't want to watch this podcast. So another episode of the Less Brunches More Crunches podcast. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Shoot me a DM on Instagram about anything you want me to react to, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next episode. We out. If you're not trying to unbig that back, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast.